is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
The head coach of J.H. Rose is Robert Duck. When you think of powerhouses in our state, 71st year in and year out, it's pretty good.
They've been really good. I got a chance to watch them in the Final Four. They played before my South Central girls did last year, and I was highly impressed with their length and athleticism. They're returning everybody off that team except for one player, and they're firing on all cylinders right now.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies, and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
At U.S. Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. It's a low inventory market. Right now, Pitt County is experiencing a shortage of homes on the market, especially at certain price points. Currently, there's only about 2.5 months of home inventory available, with the average sales price sitting right at $300,000. Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
The Danny Beal Show.
Riley Johnson and Jay Conner. How important was that summer for confidence purposes and for developing your stuff, because you came back a different pitcher?
I mean, I was going to start in summer ball, just kind of going into the junior year. I saw there was an opening pretty much in the rotation, and so I ended up starting in summer ball, and I had a really good summer. I think I led the league in really good summer. Wins and ERA and all that. You know, I come back, and me and Shank shut down for the fall, and I think we threw one time, and it was purple gold, and I did terrible. I did awful. I think I threw 2 strikes and 20-something pitches. It was so bad. Jeez.
The Danny Beal Show, exclusively on the Pirate Radio TV channel on YouTube. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Jared, how much of that cake did you eat yesterday?
How much did you eat?
Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew.
What in the world?
This is why Cliff makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why right here, right?
He's a great communicator.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Please call in and air your underwear.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here. Beautiful day in Greenville, North Carolina, and a lovely day for wall-to-wall basketball. Got the Big 12 tournament, ACC tournament going on, and more games throughout the day. So be keeping an eye on those. Also getting you ready for Pirate Baseball, East Carolina on the road at VCU. And a lot more to talk about with you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And, of course, you can hang out with us on Pirate Radio TV, what is on your mind on this Tuesday. You can chime in on Pirate Radio TV with whatever you want to discuss here on this Tuesday. Shirley Rhodes here, Jared Watkins here. Caiden Norman joining us in studio, hour number one. We'll talk to Caiden in just a moment. Also, Mike Mullis will join us in mere moments on the Pirate Radio Live line. Coach Mack is back. Mack McCarthy will talk about the teams that have punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament. He's been calling the CAA tournament Delaware, looking to shock the world. Awful during the regular season, but they've won a few games, and now we'll try to upset UNCW tonight and win the CAA. We'll talk about all that and more with Mack McCarthy. Coming up, Justin Hardy, former Pirate great, will join us later on in the program as well. His teammate Bryce Williams will be here at 5 o'clock, as will Brandon Manning, to talk some baseball, football, outdoors, and everything in between. All right, let's welcome on to the show Caiden Norman, former Pirate QB. Caiden, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Had to get in early today with you guys.
Appreciate you being here. Backup plan. Debuting soon?
Yeah, I think this week. It's, Holton still calls a lot of the shots. So I got the first guest with us. The 5 minutes is the backup quarterback, the Arlington Renegades, Holton Ahlers himself.
One backup to another.
Hey, we can say that to him now.
And Caiden loves throwing punches here and there at his buddy Holton Ahlers, so I like that. Let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. The Mully man, Mike Mullis, joining us here on the show. Mully, how you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing great. Looking forward to some Pirate baseball coming up today on the road. What are you doing, Mully, baseball-wise? You got a game with the Vikes, or what you up to?
Yeah. We've got should be a good one. We go across town to South Central tonight, and man, they're off to a hot start. Really, really talented club. I would say they're as good as anybody, if not the best team in the county right now. They are again. They're loaded with talent, so it should be fun. I mean, if we play good, we can make it interesting. If not, we'll be back in practice tomorrow, figuring it out.
Some big-time baseball going on in Pitt County tonight, Falcons and Vikings. Mully, Pirates coming off a series loss to ranked Coastal Carolina. Let's talk about the good first. Have you ever witnessed anything like Ethan Norby? That was a special performance by him on Friday.
Yeah, no, my stance on that has been I've seen a lot of things that are pretty cool in sports, but two things stand out to me. I was fortunate enough to play in a little golf tournament kind of deal, and my partner shot 59, which was pretty incredible. That's really good coaching in that situation.
Yeah.
But the second most impressive thing I've seen was Norby on Friday night, and had the opportunity to speak with the head coach from Coastal afterwards, and this to me really sums it up. His first strike percentage was like 87%, and at one point it was 16 for 17 first pitch strikes to hitters. it kind of fell off a little bit as the outing wound down. But more impressively, his 3 pitches, he was 70% or better on strikes based on TrackMan data. Then that is unheard of to have that type of stuff throughout your repertoire. And he just was really special. Matter of fact, the comment was made, man. I mean, he could have beat the Yankees that night, and he was. He was special. It was fun to watch.
Caiden, 19 strikeouts. What's the quarterback equivalent to that? Like 24 of 28, 5 touch. I mean, that's a spotless performance.
It's
there.
tough to find equivalent to that.
Yeah.
You'd have to put it, I feel like, well above 28 for 28. I feel like you have to get into the 40s, 5 touchdowns. It's a truly impressive performance. And what a great weekend for college baseball pitching all around. With the Charlotte no-hitter, the Tennessee combined no-hitter, it was a really good weekend.
Yeah, Mully, you did a little football comparison during a broadcast I was watching. You said that it was the equivalent of seeing a formation and calling a timeout. I think it was on a upcoming bunt play. And I wanted to bring up with you my career ended in 9th grade due to a broken thumb, Mully. I could have been great, but broke my thumb, and that was it for me. So a lot of my baseball strategy comes from MLB The Show and video games. And when I'm pitching to a guy bunting, I'm kind of throwing high. I want him to pop it up. But I love listening to you describe the game. But you were saying there's an art to pitching to bunting. Are they trying to pitch it into the defense? Are they trying to get the bunter to pop it up? What is pitching to bunting, Mully? Explain that to me.
I mean, either one of those are fine, right, if you collect that easy out. And so the thought process being, like, you can run a bunt defense where you may crash guys, you may crash the corners. There's a bunt defense where you bring the second baseman to fill the lane between kind of the left of the mound. So there's all kinds of different things, but to be able to execute that, the pitch has to be there. And obviously the default is always on a sag bump, try to climb the ladder and hope they go up at it and you get a little pop up to the catcher or pitcher. So, there's any number of ways to do it. And, a bunt is one of those things, man. It is looked at as like kind of maybe the bunt would be the tush push of football, where it's like, it should be pretty much a sure thing, but it's not like overly fun to watch. But there's still a lot of offense that goes into giving up that out. There's a lot of positive that can come out of it for the offensive team. But yeah, theoretically, pitching into the defense, and it doesn't matter if you see the shift, pitching into the shift, if you see different things, and the difference is at the college level, even when you're watching two programs like Coastal and East Carolina, these guys are not refined to the point of the big league guys where they're going to hit their spots 85% of the time. In college, there's going to be some variance. So sometimes you see it where, it ends up harming the defensive team, although they're the ones that are trying to dictate the action.
Mike Mullis joining us. Kind of two different games on Saturday and Sunday. Pirates didn't put up much resistance on a Saturday. Coastal got up early and never really looked back. And then on Sunday, 13 hits, and when you get 13 hits, Mully, you certainly want to have more than 3 runs. So how about Saturday and Sunday's losses for the Pirates coming off that Friday win? What did you see in those two games?
Well, the same thing everybody else saw, Clipper, where you can't leave opportunities out there and then give them additional opportunities through free passes, be it walks or hit by pitch. And the Pirates had issues on both sides of the equation of that. So, and Jenkins on Saturday wasn't quite as sharp as maybe we've seen him, and I still don't think we've seen his best. Hadn't seen that electric fastball that he had in the fall. So, again, maybe just part of his ramp up and getting used to the college game and all that it requires physically, not just what you see outing wise, but all that goes into getting ready for that outing. So, he carried him as deep as he could, and then kind of got a little sideways. So you saw some of the back end of the bullpen guys kind of trying to save up the bullets for Sunday, and then Sunday, man, it just, like you said, you just can't give up that many and leave that many stranded, especially after you actually got a pretty good start from Lance Williams. So just some things that have to be cleaned up, man. You got you got to throw strikes, and you got to capitalize on opportunities.
Caiden, Cliff Godwin is huge on energy. Talks about it all the time. Was not happy with the guys' energy Saturday. Said after the game Sunday, even after the loss, was happy with how the guys came out and had energy. And we fat announcers love to say, like, this team came out flat. Like, it's just such an easy thing to say. But can you speak to that? Like, do you remember games where your team came out hair on fire versus, like, road game, no fans, we came out flat type of thing?
Yeah, there's just some days you go out there and there's nothing. Like, the guys, like, even the guys who are the juice guys are just flat. And it could be the environment, the weather, the just travel. I've seen it at home games, I've seen it on away games, and no matter what you try to do in that game, you can't get no spark. It's truly a thing. I don't know what causes the energy flatness sometimes. Like, you feel like you have some of the best practices I've seen in college can turn out to a flat game. So it's kind of a weird one. What I do want to know from Mully is what's the equivalent of leaving that many base runners on base to football?
Man, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that would be trips into the red zone and not converting.
I was going to say settling for field goals, maybe.
I wouldn't say
field
goals. So we would've,
empty possessions, yeah.
Yeah, we would have taken a couple one-run into the red zone and just coming up in.
A couple of chip shots, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe failing on fourth down in the red zone a bunch of times or something. All right, Mully, I was talking to some guys last night at Sports Trivia. Fans love to hit the panic button, and I said, you know what? If we don't go 4-1 this week, I'm going to allow you, without criticism, to hit the panic button. I don't know if that's fair, but you've got VCU, William and Mary, two teams with a combined, I think, 8 wins, I believe, going into the games this week. So this is a week where the Pirates need to win, right? Like, if you want to, and again, you've still got conference play, conference tournament, all that. I get that, but bottom line, Pirates need some wins this week.
Yeah, look, at 4-1, I think one out 5-0. I mean, these are teams that the Pirates, should be able to kind of find their stride against. And look, man, part of this is the competition's coming back. The playing field's level a little bit. You've had 2 weekends with nationally ranked opponents. Coastal, man's no joke, and they have already played a very difficult schedule, and their schedule ahead of them is even more difficult. So, from a Pirate fan standpoint, we need, the chance to go on and win some games from an RPI standpoint. But the conference is right. I do think, just looking at the numbers, and I actually watched UTSA play a little bit. I mean, had a problem with them last year at their place. They're going to be good. There are some teams in the conference that have, 12 to 14 wins right now that are having success. That it concerns you, but then you look at the schedule they're playing. It's not anything close to what East Carolina's played. So I think there'll be some opportunity in the conference to make hay. And at the end of the day, you need to win the conference, right? You need to, RPI will be there. You win the conference, and it takes care of itself. You win the conference tournament, and it takes care of itself. So, I don't think there's a panic button to be pressed until, if we're I don't know, a third or halfway through the conference season, and we're sitting, middle to bottom of the pack, then I think at that point, that maybe you start at least finding the panic button. But I think we're a long ways to go from that. And again, we face some pretty quality competition.
Mike Mullis joining us. Mully, before we let you run, Jared, maybe I missed it. Have the Packers done anything this free agency? Any news?
Yeah, they signed Raiders cornerback Nate Hobbs, who is good when healthy. So.
All right, there's a Raider goes, so Jarrett knows about that. Mully, you got your old receiver, Devontae Adams, joining Sean McVay and Matt Stafford there in L.A. Your old quarterback buddy, Aaron Rodgers, he might be on a retreat right now or something, but Giants or Steelers looking like, yeah. Perhaps Steelers. You've been following that at all, Mully?
Oh, yeah. Big day yesterday. Actually, last couple of days. Is there a bigger punishment in the game of football than to have the reputation and history that Aaron Rodgers has, and you may finish your career with the Giants? I mean, that's look, it couldn't happen to a better guy, but it's like, dude, I think at this point, 42 years old, you have been a barely a shell of your former self. And I know the ayahuasca can make you do crazy things, but I think it's probably time. I mean, you don't need the money. I think it's probably time he ride off into the sunset, but he'll probably sign with somebody. And I'll be honest with you, I really hope it isn't Pittsburgh, because I do like Pittsburgh. I'm a huge Mike Tomlin fan. I just think what he's done there, although it's maybe the definition of mediocrity from a wins-loss standpoint, but when you look at what he's done with what talent's been there, which is also the definition of mediocrity, I think it's really impressive that dude just finds ways to win.
Look, Mike Tomlin likes dealing with crazy dudes, apparently. They've always got him in Pittsburgh, so it'd be a great fit from that regard. He's the crazy whisperer.
I just, I'd be like, come on, Mike. I mean, dude, you're smarter than that. But look, Daniel Jones just got the deal he got, and then you're looking at, Caiden, it might be the time, man. It might be time. I mean, it's just such a lack of quarterbacks out there, and it's, Justin Fields moving, it's crazy. Sam Darnold, that's going to be really interesting to see how all that shakes in Seattle with him. But anyway, the Pack, I guess, is just happy to be happy. I'm surprised they hadn't done something, but it's been total of.
All right, Mully. Well, good luck tonight. We'll check in with you next week, and we'll talk some brackets with you.
Sounds good.
All right, there is Mike Mullis joining us on the Pirate Radio live line. Caiden, how do you feel about the Big 12 court?
I was about to just bring that up. I do not like that. It's like messing with my eyes.
It really is. Yeah. That's a tough look. It's just got little mini 12s, like Roman numerals.
I'm not a big fan when you change up a basketball court too much.
I kind of like it I like it a little different. What I hate is the uniformity that the tournament has gone with, where every court looks the same now. I used to love in the NCAA tournament going from game to game, and it would be different looking courts.
Yeah.
And they were all unique to where they were. I thought that was cool. Now everything just looks so fake and like plastic, and I don't like it.
You know what doesn't look fake and plastic?
What's that?
The Big 12 court.
That looks like I'm on ayahuasca right now. Colorado taking on TCU. Buffs up 3-0 early, and Notre Dame up 31-30 on Pittsburgh in the ACC tournament. Earlier today in the Big 12, it was Cincinnati beating a team called Oklahoma State.
You got any action today?
Yes.
Plays going right now?
Had the over in the Big 12 game.
Did it hit?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got a Cincinnati-Pittsburgh moneyline parlay, and Pittsburgh is just taking their first lead of the game.
Very nice.
So hoping for a good Tuesday here.
This may just be a dumb bet, but I kind of like the Blue Hens with the points tonight.
Got that too. I was listening to Jeff Nadeau on his Bet US daily college basketball show on YouTube. And one of the panelists with the best record on that show, has Delaware. Don't love it. Do we like that UNCW just beat this team by 30 points a few days ago?
I don't know anything.
Well, now that you know that, do you like that you
Not
have?
at all.
Okay.
But I watched most of that game last night between Towson and Delaware, and I want to see Delaware go far. I want to see him in the tournament.
Well, they're not going any further than winning this game. Like, they could win this game, but that's as far as they're going to go.
As long as, I want to see him in the tournament.
Because they're going to have a losing record in the tournament. They'll be a 16.
Oh, yeah.
And play Duke. No, they actually play in Dayton, so maybe they would go a little further.
Yeah,
maybe they could win a game.
Because technically Dayton is the first round now.
No, they did away with that.
Oh, they did?
I'm pretty sure. Like, for a year or two, it said round one.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and everybody revolted.
Throw eggs at the TV.
Yeah, that's terrible. In second and third round on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no. So we did away with that crap. Caiden, you into the hoops?
No, I'm into the hoops. So this is the time of year I get really woken up with the hoops. I'm excited.
I stay woke.
Yeah. I like St. John's. I think this is the year.
The Johnnies.
The Johnnies. I've been waiting for the Johnnies to get hot for a while, and this is the year they go on a storied run, hopefully.
You know what their nickname is, right?
The Johnnies?
No.
I'm talking about their actual mascot.
Their mascot.
The Red Storm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what they were back in my day?
What?
The Red Men.
Oh, yeah. Red Man.
the St. John's Redmen.
What does that mean?
It was
named
Native
after
American.
the dip, the chewing tobacco.
Yeah, they should have kept the name and just used the chewing tobacco logo.
Yeah.
Sponsorship,
which
with
I'm
the
pretty
name.
sure was also a Native American.
I should do all the categories of name changes in college basketball because there's been a bunch of them.
When was that name change?
I'm going to say
2017.
No way.
Oh, way earlier?
I was going to say like 2000-ish.
Oh.
They were ahead of their time.
Hey, stay woke.
When did St. John's change their name? Great question, Caiden. Wow, 1994.
Wow.
So I remember Redmen. Miami of Ohio was the Redskins.
Oh.
When I was...
I've only known them as the
Redhawks.
Yeah.
When I was a young boy.
I did not know that either.
Hey, man.
And I grew up going to the Battle of the Brick games of Miami of Ohio and Ohio University.
Wow.
Didn't know that rivalry, did you?
We are dropping knowledge on a Tuesday. All right, we'll check in with Chat Gang when we return and talk more with Caiden Norman. More to go. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 1. Back with you after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit PirateFestNC.com.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey O's fans, Birdland memberships are on sale now for the 2025 season. Become a Birdland member and enjoy the best way to watch Orioles baseball. Choose from either reserved or flex plans, with reserved allowing you to guarantee seats for each game in your plan, while flex provides the flexibility to choose your games and seats when you want. Plus receive special benefits like discounts on concessions and merch, a flexible ticket exchange policy, and access to Birdland rewards. Buy your membership today at Orioles.com/memberships.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
It's March, and Pirate Radio is teaming up with the Buccaneer Music Hall, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime's Tavern to help support ECU Baseball's Mustache March campaign. Mustache March t-shirts are available for purchase at all 3 locations. T-shirts are only $20, and all proceeds go towards ALS research. Stop by the Buck, Dirty Dan's, or Overtime's Tavern to get your shirt today. Wear it loud, wear it proud, and together we'll strike out ALS. Get your Mustache March t-shirt and make a difference. Go Pirates!
This is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. They're open every day, and they have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. An Overtime Tavern is now open on South Charles Boulevard. You can come in for great food, cold drinks, and all the game day action. Swing by and try their Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, mouth-watering burgers, and delicious wings. They're open until midnight Sunday through Thursday and open late until 3 a.m. on the weekend. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We were talking name changes a moment ago. Mike P. says name changes work. When Washington changed their name to the Wizards from the Bullets, shooting stopped and magical things started happening all over the country. All right. I must have missed all that. But, yeah, glad we don't say Bullets anymore. That has really helped out this country. Jamie's in, says, hey now. Hey now. Oof. The creepy Corey Glore, hey now. All of you NFL fans are in for big trouble. The Colts just got Daniel Jones.
Yeah, they continue to ruin Anthony Richardson's development.
I guess. He's ruined a little bit of his own development.
Yeah, but I mean,
by being tired. Caiden, were you ever too tired to play? Is that why you didn't play a lot?
Yeah, I was just
They were like,
tired.
Caiden, Norman, get in there. Coach.
Nah, I think it was a part of just skill. Not enough skill.
Yeah, you had the heart.
Heart was there. Heart was definitely there, skill-wise.
Not the skill.
Lower meter.
Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
Help the bear!
What's up, Jerry Bear? First 70-degree day in Pennsylvania this year. Decided to trim my winter beard. Thank you for the update.
Nice.
Let us know what's going on with your facial hair out there. Robert is checking in. Always listening, but not always commenting. Well, that's fine. Thank you for hanging out with us, Robert. Pike liked the stream. Thank you, Pike. Newton had a question for Mully, and I didn't ask him. Sorry, Newton. I will get it in next time. Jerry says he's keeping it classy and will not ask Mully what he thinks about butt selfies. That was a big thing over the weekend. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
It's 2 little butt cheeks.
Yes, it is, Shirley. Do you have any thoughts on it?
I thought it was funny. It was just like such a random ESPN background shot. I thought it was good content, but that's about it.
Yeah.
How often do you see stuff like that in the background? Not often, so you got to appreciate when it does.
Yeah, love the shot at the fans when they're not knowing they're on camera and the things they do, the things we do.
Zach Kaplan was on.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't think it was a butt selfie though.
What do you think?
Hey, Zach.
Hey.
I think it was like a shot at her outfit or a
it wasn't just the butt; it was zoomed out, and it was the whole thing.
Yeah. Living with my fiance, I'm not sure if it was a full butt selfie, but if it was, good for her.
Yeah.
Mike's piece had someone cut Shirley saying glizzies. All right.
I like that too, and she said that.
Back in my day, glizzy used to mean gun. I don't know what the hell happened.
Where did you grow up?
Yeah, right.
Down the road.
Big 12 has an ugly conference tournament court.
It's a Big 12!
Thank you, Dan Hawkins.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. Never apologize for playing Dan Hawkins yelling it's the Big 12.
It's a Big 12!
It ain't intramurals. I want to hear that whole rant again. Can you find the whole rant, Shirley? Dan Hawkins.
The video board is alive. I love it.
All right, so ugliest courts. Oregon is in my Google images.
Memphis.
UCF, Memphis. I kind of like Colorado State's.
Yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I knew Oregon's was really bad. That was like
they have like a forest.
I just like keep it simple in basketball.
You like simplicity?
Simple. No, I like subtle differences. Kind of like you said.
Oh, yeah. Memphis is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's the scratch through the thing, right?
Well, this is when they went like almost all blue.
That looks like the NBA, like, what's it called? The midseason tournament?
Yeah.
Or when they wear their City Connect jerseys, they do a different floor.
It's all
too.
awful. That'll help the ratings, yeah.
That'll put butts in the seats. Oh, there you go. Caiden. That's it. NBA midseason.
That is awful. Like, I don't know whose idea that was. I guess it's different, but
Boise is a little funky. So I don't know. Should we go purple court in Minji's?
No.
All right.
I do think there needs to be a change, just with like the mid-court logo.
We're due for a change. We've had that one for a while.
What's your change, J-Bone?
I like the state of North Carolina with the logo inside of that. I think we should do that. Or just,
looks good on the football field.
Just change it up.
It's going to be hard to do that in basketball when you got the guys down the road with the North Carolina in their court.
Then just go old school and put like a pirate flag, like the skull and crossbones.
See, that would be cool, but
or go super old school, which I don't think there's actually old school if it hasn't been done before. Just put the E and the C,
interlocking EC.
Yeah, like letters, and just have it like that.
And maybe the old school script.
I like.
Oh yeah, they're using
the throwback
that,
script.
They're using that on the jerseys.
Yeah,
maybe go
like
Pirates across.
Yeah. Me and Shirley banging.
You all right, Jarrett?
Yeah, that's just.
By the way, I have Dan Hawkins ready to go.
All right, let's hear Dan Hawkins talk about the Big 12 and intramurals.
Some guys might decide that it's a little too tough, or it's a little too hard, it's a little too demanding. I'll give you a little example. Kind of sums up some things, but I got an anonymous letter from a parent. Said, we just kind of bummed out this year that the boys only get 2 weeks off before they start their summer conditioning program. Normally they get 3. Well, we gave them a week at the start of the semester rather than at the end. But here's my point, okay? It's Division I football! It's the Big 12! It ain't intramurals! You got 2 weeks after finals, you got a week at July 4th, and you got a week before camp starts. That's a month! That's probably more vacation than you guys get. And we're a little bummed out that we don't get 3 weeks? Go play intramurals, brother.
Iconic.
It's the Big 12! Oh, Dan Hawkins. That was great. When he was at Colorado. Via Boise State, I believe.
Do have some breaking news in the NFL. Zay Jones back with the Cardinals, 1 year, $4 million.
Let's play. How many catches did Zay Jones have last year?
12.
Big 12!
It's the Big 12!
Caiden, how many catches? I was going to say like 8. I don't remember him doing much of anything.
He was suspended to begin the season.
Yeah. How many games do you think you played, J-Bone?
6.
I'm gonna go 15.
What did I say? 8. All right. Had 8 catches for 84 yards.
8.
Dang.
Played 11 games, 2 starts. So 8 catches gets you $4 million.
Yeah.
He had a good 2022 in Jacksonville. 82 catches.
Had some good years with old Derek Carr.
Oakland, Vegas.
Maybe better moments than stats, I guess.
Yeah, he had some pretty good moments. And was it Vegas?
Yeah.
Who said Oakland?
Well, he had 1 year in Oakland, 2 in Vegas.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing.
And I said it. If you got a problem, it was me.
See me outside. How about that?
Congratulations to former Pirate Zay Jones. Mike P. said we also called guns glizzies, derived from the term Glock. Okay. So they used to call guns biscuits.
Biscuits.
Remember Outcast said, I'll let my friend tote the biscuit. So that's what he was saying in that rhyme and rap. All right. Shirley, give me some March Madness music with... Who's your favorite guitarist of all time, Caiden?
I don't have I can't name movies and I can't name artists. But so
Jared, you got one?
Vince Gill.
Do you want the regular or the slush?
Let's go Stevie Ray Vaughan, regular.
Okay.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, guitar at the beginning, please. We had two more teams punch their ticket to the big dance last night. Wofford beating Furman to win the Southern Conference Championship. Do you know why people are excited that Wofford's in the tournament? They have one player that does one particular thing, the granny shot.
That, and I just figured out what their mascot was today. I didn't know they were the Terriers.
You know, I thought you were a sports guy.
I'm not a big college sports guy.
Lied on the resume.
I'll show you the resume.
Nah, Bone's a big NFL. I'm learning that, I'm a big college basketball guy.
Yeah. I like March.
The Terriers beat the Paladins last night. Did you know, while we're dropping knowledge on people, that the late, great Jeff Charles invented his phrase, paint it purple, while calling Furman Paladin games?
Wow.
He used to paint it purple at Furman. Is that correct, Shirley?
That is correct.
And then brought that to, of course, to East Carolina.
Yeah. Furman with a nice arena, Bon Secours.
Knowledge Tuesdays.
Okay.
Saw Alan Jackson there.
Did he play Chattahoochee?
Of course. What? Yeah, dude.
Twice.
Do frogs bump their butts when they hop?
Troy. Is Troy there? Remember that call, Shirley? Honky check. Troy wins the Sun Belt.
Shout out.
They beat Jacksonville State last night.
You know what interested in the Sun Belt? That, remember the original ACC Big Ten Challenge?
Of course.
I can't believe the Mack and the Sun Belt do a Mack challenge.
Back in my day, there was an ACC Big East challenge. Now it's ACC Big Ten, but now there's also a SEC.
Well, they did SEC, ACC a little bit this year.
Was the SEC Big 12 maybe? I think, and what I want is AAC Atlantic 10.
I like that.
And Mike Schwartz wants it too.
Yeah, I mean, that ECU George Mason game was electric. If we could get more of that.
Yeah, give me some VCU Memphis. Give me some St. Bonaventure Temple.
Bonnies.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Give me an A-Sun American challenge.
You want North Alabama again?
I want them every year, dude.
All right. Tonight, guess who's playing in the West Coast Conference Tournament Championship? Gonzaga and St. Mary's.
Same stuff.
Same as it ever was. They will do battle tonight for that title game.
Isn't Gonzaga leaving, though?
Yeah, Pac-12.
Yeah, see, there's going to be someone new in the next couple of years.
God, I hate that. Jarrett was really upset, and I'm with him. The straw that broke the camel's back of all the realignment was Northern Illinois leaving the MAC.
Broke my back, too.
I mean, that's terrible. The MAC has a great thing. They've got their own thing.
They blew it up.
And Northern Illinois isn't good enough to go on their own like that. They beat Notre Dame 1 year, and they think they can go out and do big things.
They won one game.
Have pride in the MAC schools.
Yeah. Pride in their conference.
Dude, they're joining the Mountain West.
Yeah.
Can they even afford that, honestly?
Apparently, they're going.
And then all the good Mountain West teams are going to
Pac.
Yeah.
Because the MAC doesn't fly as much as the other conferences. They are all really tight-knit. So
yeah, even non-conference, they play all the Big Ten teams, basically.
They got to do the most bus rides out of like a D1 conference.
They have like a van. Just travel around
Are there
Ohio.
even mountains in Northern Illinois? Because it's clearly not the West.
Great question. We'll ask Brandon Manning, mountain expert, who found mountains in Lynchburg, Virginia. All right, Caiden, I know you need to run. Real quick, your thoughts on quarterback moves. I hey, we'll go Geno in Vegas. You think Geno's got some magic left?
I think for where Geno's at his career and the team, J-Bone's team, I think that'll be a good end of the run for him.
Could be like pretty good like fantasy backup maybe.
Yeah.
Get some yards, get some touchdowns.
I just like we didn't, rush in anything, trade up for Cam Ward or Shador. We just got a guy who's, $40 million, but that's about mid-market at this point. And just went with an easy choice for a first year with a new regime.
Does Justin Fields give the Jets a quarterback, or is it just another Jets will be looking for another guy next year?
I can't believe the Steelers didn't keep Justin Fields and get rid of Russell Wilson. Like, Justin Fields earlier this last season was really on fire. He had a really good start of the year. So
are they getting rid of Russ too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
they are.
He's an option to come back. But, options are very limited right now for the Steelers.
Well, isn't the option Russell Wilson,
Aaron Rodgers, or Joe Flacco?
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Take the young guy, Justin Fields. I know he hasn't had the best, in Chicago, but take the young guy over those guys. Come on.
I was surprised when they put in Russ when they were, 4-2, 5-1?
Yeah.
But
and the Steelers' offense struggles.
Yeah. But, they win. They go over 500, and apparently that's the standard now.
Sam Darnold to Seattle. No DK, no Tyler Lockett. They do have Jackson Smith and Jigba, who was great.
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about the weapons there. It's mainly the offensive line.
Darnold, will he have a repeat performance?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I actually think the offensive line, J-Bone said, but also, who is left in Seattle's receiver room?
No.
Who's left? Who's the tight end? I can't even think of that right now.
It's not Will Dissly.
Off the top of your head, can you guys think of any?
Jackson Smith and Jigba's the only guy. I know.
Yeah.
Maybe they get Tyler Warren.
They got Walker at running back. They got running backs, right?
Charbonnet.
Let's just throw a little screen passes on the backfield.
Any other QB moves, Bone?
Let's see. Justin Fields, Geno Smith, Sam Darnold.
I
then we're just kind of waiting for Rodgers, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's just a two-horse race with Steelers-Giants.
What are they doing?
Oh, Zach Wilson to the Dolphins. That was odd. Nobody cares, but
I don't care. Yeah,
that raised an eyebrow.
He might get some playing time down there.
Due to
what
we know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate circumstances.
All right, Caiden. Thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
All right. Well,
hopefully my song will be here then.
Oh, son of a gun! We're really kicking that can down the road.
It's all right.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour one. Coming up hour two, Coach Mack and Justin Hardy. A lot more to go. Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Greenville, are you ready for the biggest beauty event of the year? Beauty Bar Medi Spa Spring Extravaganza is coming soon. From March 24th to April 4th, get exclusive savings on Botox, fillers, skin bead, painless laser hair removal, advanced lasers, and more. Expert care, stunning results, a glow you'll love. This is your time to shine. Appointments fill up fast. Call at 252-752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com to book your free consultation today. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, where confidence begins.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep is kicking off Ram Truck Month with savings up to $15,000 on the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. You can also choose to save up to $11,000 off MSRP and get 3.9% APR for 72 months on a new 2025 Ram 1500. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has a ton of trucks, but they also have America's most awarded SUV, the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And right now, you'll save up to $9,000 off MSRP or lease a new Grand Cherokee for only $389 per month. Hit the beach this spring with a new Jeep Wrangler and save up to 15% off MSRP. There has never been a better time to get the SUV you've been waiting for. New Ram trucks, new Jeeps, huge incentives for the month of March.
East Carolina Carter Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Jeep lease is 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2025 is loaded with freebies. Head into St. Patrick's Day with Smith & Wesson's Seeing Green rebate. Buy any optic pistol, get a Viridian RFX 15 green dot reflex sight for free. Or aim towards the gold with Springfield Armory. Buy any Hellcat, Hellcat Pro, or Echelon. Get 3 extra mags, a range bag, and a red dot optic, all for free. Grab your lucky finds online or in-store at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
It seems like you're starting to get addicted to it now.
Pirate Radio.
And I want more.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
You saw these numbers, right? These numbers are outrageous.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT experts for since 2006 and are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of your business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. And Orthopedics East in Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years, and they are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
I'm trying to see if this story is true, because if it is fantastic, and it should be, because UniWatch is a reputable website. They have these stupid MLB hats that have like the team name and then the logo on top of the team name, and they just look awful. Have you seen these new hats? So the Rangers had a hat that said Texas, and then it's got their logo in the middle of the Texas word. The Rangers hat has been pulled from stores because it spells out TETAS, which in Spanish is a slang word for breasts.
I mean, come on.
So they have actually pulled the hat from stores. Is this a real A's hat?
Oh my
that
God.
Just spells ass?
Yeah, I get it.
What are we doing? Why, as a hat guy, I like a lot of different hats. I'm wearing a San Diego Padres hat today. I have no ties to San Diego. In fact, I was at the grocery store wearing this hat, and a woman came up to me, and I could tell she was like excited to be in Winterville, North Carolina, and to see one of her native countrymen.
San Diegans.
Are you from San Diego? And in my country accent,
no.
I lowered my head and said, no, I just like the hat. And I don't even think she said anything after that. She just walked away. Like, not even, oh, okay, or gotcha.
I hate when that happens. She's like, no, it's just a shirt. No, it's just a hat.
Yeah. No reason, no rhyme. Just, this might be the only hat I've purchased from the lid store in Greenville.
Yeah.
But when it first opened, I wanted to support the economy.
Yeah.
The local economy. So
small business.
Because everything I get is online. It was nice to be in the store buying a hat.
Yeah, every time I think about, like, man, I ought to go to the mall, there's a shooting. And so I just was like, well, going to push that trip back.
Every time you think about going to the mall, there's a shooting?
Yeah, within, like, the next couple weeks.
How many shootings has there been at the mall?
2. Since I've been living in Greenville.
And you just happen to think about it.
Yeah.
Right around
and then, like,
times.
a week later, stuff will pop off.
And I guess the Angels hat, it spells out like
L's.
Anals. Yeah, these are stupid hats.
I mean, you're taking out part of the word. Just don't even have,
Hold on. The Houston Astros hat reads Ashos.
Ashos?
Yeah, these are ugly.
It's like Marlboro cereal.
I love that there is like a pushback on these awful, terrible hats. Tatas.
Tatas.
I guess is the word that they cannot have on a hat. So anyway, I might be buying that one. Mike P said the Steelers are going to let Russ book a flight to some other team. Am I right?
Yeah. I don't know. Where would he go? I guess the Giants, the Titans, Browns.
Is Will Levis still with the Titans?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to have a backup for a rookie or a rookie sit behind somebody, I would rather it be a Super Bowl champion than somebody who has a head-scratching play every down or every whatever.
Jerry says, speaking of the Mack, it's nice. Oilers, Titans, great. Eddie George is the coach at Bowling Green.
Yeah, I was surprised to read that yesterday. I didn't see it over the weekend.
This is a big knowledge drop show. Did you know Bowling Green, the only Mack school currently in the league to not win the Mack Conference Tournament basketball?
Yeah.
Steve says, "Ayo."
Hey, yo.
What's up, Steve? All right, tonight, well, real quick, what's going on right now? Pitt and Notre Dame are tied at 54 with 33 seconds left to go.
Didn't David Glenn give out Pitt yesterday?
Well, reluctantly.
Reluctantly, but gun to his head, he had to pick one.
I said, give me a team playing on Tuesday that could make it to Thursday. And he said he didn't like it, but just to play along and answer the question, he'll take Pitt. God, this TCU-Colorado game is terrible. TCU has 15 points, 3:42 left to go in the first half.
Jeez.
And they're trailing by 8. We got a review going on in Charlotte. We'll see who has the ball here as Pitt and Notre Dame season are on the line as they play in the first round of the ACC tournament. Cal and Virginia Tech coming up next from Charlotte. Other games to look at tonight, UNCW and Delaware. Delaware is 16-19, 5-13 in league play this year. I think they had a crazy losing streak, too, heading into this thing. They had lost. Okay, they won a few games down the stretch. But they had lost 2, 4, 6. Oh, wait, these are all tournament games. Okay, so they had lost 6 in a row, including a 30-point loss to Wilmington right before the conference. But since then, conference tournament, they beat Stony Brook, Campbell, William and Mary, and Towson. and Towson was the top seed. UNCW last night surviving a scare from Charleston. That was a good game.
Yeah.
So that championship is going on tonight. Also, Northeast Conference Tournament, St. Francis and Central Connecticut. Central Connecticut, big favorites in that one. They were 25-6 this year.
Jeez.
14-2 in conference. They play anybody good. Lost to Providence by 4. Lost at Rhode Island by 8. Yeah, they had a not great schedule, but won a ton of games. So good luck to them tonight. And then you've got the annual St. Mary's and Gonzaga West Coast Conference championship.
What is the line for that?
What do you think it is?
I'll go St. Mary minus 2.5.
Yeah, I would think they would be the favorite because this year they won at Gonzaga and they won at home against Gonzaga. But this almost feels like the Cowboys or something. Gonzaga gets the credit, and they are the favorite tonight.
How much? 3?
3.5.
I'm going to stay away.
Tough to beat a team 3 times.
Yeah.
There's zeros on the clock, but Jeff Capel is complaining.
Clear.
Pitt is looking confused and upset. Give me overtime. Don't give me a foul or something.
Foul.
Oh. Oh, no. Did they call a foul on the putback?
So was that and one?
No, the Notre Dame missed a shot, and then guy goes for the rebound. Oh, they're going to say he got fouled on the putback, and with like 0.3 seconds, he's going to get free throws. I think that's what they're saying here. Although, well, in that situation, I don't know if you call that, but Jeff Capel can't believe it. They are calling a foul, and Notre Dame will have 2 free throws with 0.5 seconds left.
They'll miss them both.
Son of a gun. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 2. Got Mac McCarthy, Justin Hardy, and more here on Pirate Radio Live. We've also, at some point, going to hear from Mike Schwartz, his final words before heading to Texas for the AAC tournament and their round 1 game versus UTSA. Back with more on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm inviting you to join me for the First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run in Grimesland, April 19th, beginning at 9 a.m. All proceeds go to support Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center committed to providing a safe and nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. The 5K features a run, ruck, or walk, a 1 mile fun run, plus refreshments and bounce houses for the kids. As a former resident of Haven, I know how much your support will help the women in our community who are rebuilding their lives. To register, go to runsignup.com and let's make a difference together.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Spring merchandise is arriving daily and we need to make room. Hey, it's Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. I have taken markdowns of 75% off on all remaining merchandise for men and women. This is our biggest sale of the year, so don't miss out. Outerwear, sportswear, dresses and tops, all at 75% off. This is your opportunity to view all the new spring goodies and save a bunch on sale merchandise. Shop the biggest sale of the year now going on at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for Smokehouse Night featuring ribs, chicken, and brisket every second Friday of the month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000-square-foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Excuse me. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
It is Mustache March. Pirate Radio teaming up with the Buck, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime Tavern to help support ECU Baseball's Mustache March campaign. Mustache March t-shirts are available for purchase at all 3 locations. T-shirts are only $20. All proceeds go towards ALS research. Stop by the Buck, Dirty Dan's, or OT's and get your shirt today. Wear it loud, wear it proud. Together we'll strike out ALS. Get your Mustache March t-shirt and make a difference. Go Pirates. All right, a couple of interviews to get to here in hour number 2, starting with Coach Mack McCarthy. Former ECU head basketball coach, took Chattanooga to the Sweet 16, and talk a lot of hoops, talk a little NASCAR. He joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Mack, how you doing today, man?
I am good, guys. This is a great time of year. We talked about it last year. Fortunes are made, fortunes are lost, jobs are gotten, jobs are lost. It is very exciting. Players are getting ready to get rich, have a little bit of run, and get in that portal and make all kind of money.
Man, I've never thought about it from the coach's perspective. It's a great time for us fans. Got to be a stressful time for a lot of coaches. There are a lot more coaches who are feeling bad this time of year than good, right?
Yeah, but not going in. Going into the tournament, everybody feels like there's a chance. You look at the CAA where I just was. You got Delaware who They won one of their last 11 games. They've won 4 straight nights, 4 straight afternoons, actually, and they're going to play in the championship game tonight as the 12 seed. There are miracles all over the place. On the other hand, you have Towson, who absolutely dominated the league and lost in their first game for the second or third year in a row, and I'm sure Pat Scarry, their coach, is not feeling good, but there are kids that have just blossomed and had incredible games on the biggest stage, and they're fixing to, like you guys in the radio business, get paid.
Get paid. Mac, did I see that Wilmington just beat Delaware by 30 like last week?
They did. They did. Yes, they did.
All right.
They did it.
Little revenge on the minds, I guess, for the Blue Hens tonight.
And make sure you understand, it is not Wilmington. It is UNCW. Nothing else. Not Carolina Wilmington, not Wilmington, UNCW. And I did, in the middle of a broadcast of their game on Sunday night, I actually called them the Seattle Seahawks, which was very nice.
Holy crap.
My play-by-play guy, handled it really well, said, well, at least they are the same colors.
All right, Matt McCarthy making all kinds of friends in Wilmington this time of year. So it'll be UNCW taking on Delaware coming up tonight for the CAA championship. We saw more tickets punched last night. Wofford knocking off Furman in a great game, Mac. Troy winning the Sun Belt. Beating Arkansas State. 2 more teams have their ticket punched, along with Omaha, SIU, Edwardsville, Drake, High Point, Lipscomb. All those teams already in the tournament.
Yeah, again, those small leagues, you've got the coach at Chattanooga won the regular season by a couple games, and they were the top seed, went into the tournament, got a player hurt, got their probably not their best player, but maybe their most valuable player hurt. They get beat in overtime by Furman, who they had whooped twice during the regular season, and that's how it goes.
Seen a lot of ones lose, Max. Saw Navy won the other night against, was it Bucknell in the Patriot League?
Bucknell or Colgate, maybe. Maybe I'm not sure which one was the leader, but the number ones. I mean, if just the regular season champion got to go to the NCAA tournament, I'd have gone a whole lot more times than I did.
All right. Mac, looking at some other championship games tonight. Northeast Conference, St. Francis and Central Connecticut will play for that, 7 o'clock on ESPN2. On ESPN, it'll be Youngstown State Penguins looking to go to the tournament for the first time ever. They take on Robert Morris in the Horizon League. You've got 2 familiar faces in the West Coast Conference tournament. Gonzaga and St. Mary's will play for the championship in that one. So looks like 3 more tickets punched coming up Tuesday evening.
Yeah, and like you said, disappointments all around on the men's side and the women's side. Just last night, JMU had gone unbeaten in the Sun Belt and got beat in overtime, and regardless of their record, 5 losses, 3 of them to ranked teams, and the other 2 in overtime, and they probably are not going to get to go to the NCAA, which is just really tough. Like you said, there are in the end more unhappy coaches than happy.
Yeah. Mac, the ECU women falling last night in the AAC women's tournament for Mike Schwartz's guys. They'll be playing coming up Thursday against UTSA. Question for you. How many players should be on an all-conference team, like first team all-conference?
Really 5.
Okay.
I will say this, from a coach's perspective, those 10-man teams make it a lot easier to keep your players happy.
Yeah. East Carolina gets 2 on the first team in the AAC. C.J. Walker, R.J. Felton, very deserving, on the 10-man first team all AAC. So I'll take it, but I think a team should have 5. That's how I would I would probably put it. But now it's surviving advance time for East Carolina. We've talked about it. Memphis, obviously the overwhelming favorite. How about Mack? They are going to move the tournament from Dickies Arena, and I believe the site is unknown where Tim Pernetti, commissioner, is going to move the college, the basketball tournament in the American. I hope they just don't move it to Memphis, but they probably will, right? Do you think any other destinations? Do they go home court and give it to the top seed, or you think they go to Memphis?
I don't believe you could do it with the top seed necessarily, because there are some folks that would have trouble hosting.
Yeah.
And I hate to see it on a potential home court situation like the Memphis thing. We've done that before. I was that some, and I don't think that's a great thing. I think if it can't be at something central, and how do you find the middle of the ACC? I have no clue. It would probably just make everybody mad if it was exactly in the middle somewhere. If you can't put it in the middle of the league that makes sense, then why not put it at a destination like Vegas?
Yeah. A destination area would be because, if you put it at Memphis, it's not fair. They're going to get some fans in there, but if you put it anywhere else, nobody's going to show up. So, I don't know, kind of a lose-lose, I think, overall. Mack, let's go through I'll reel off some conferences, and for the ACC, if you can't pick Duke, if you're not allowed to pick Duke to win the ACC tournament, are you going Louisville, Clemson? Who are you going with?
Probably Clemson, just because of their experience. Louisville has played well, but for them to have good shooting nights, multiple nights in a row, although defense does really kind of rule the roost sometimes in postseason, I think Clemson did beat Duke. I know they beat them at home, but they did beat them. They think they can beat them. They had success last year. I'm not sure anybody past Clemson really has a shot.
I love this SEC tournament and how wide open it is, and you could make an argument for, good grief, Mack, at least 4, maybe 6, maybe more than that teams to win this thing. But you've got Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, Bama, Kentucky, A&M, Missouri. Pick your poison. Who are you taking to win the SEC tournament?
Yeah, it does seem like there's an awful lot, but if it was one single game, I think you could make that long list viable. But to win, 3 games or whatever it's going to take to win the thing, depending on your seed, I think that list does get a little bit shorter. I think it's Alabama, Auburn, and Florida. I don't think you can go past that unless there's an injury situation or something. But I'm not sure anybody else can win that many games. Tennessee would be on that list, except for the fact that they've reverted back a little bit to, having trouble scoring some nights. So you can't think that they'll put 3 or 4 nights together in a row offensively that would allow them to do it. Kentucky can outscore everybody, but some nights that defense looks like they're not going to stop anybody either. I think I would limit it to those 3.
Mack, Houston has owned, and I mean owned, the regular season in the Big 12 since joining the league. They were blown out by Iowa State in the Big 12 championship last year. Does Kelvin Sampson get his tournament championship this year in the Big 12?
Yeah, probably so. Better offensively, the same defensively, the same tenacious rebounding. I think it's on their list of to-do things, and I think they will do it.
How about the Michigan State resurgence in the Big Ten, Mack? Izzo 26-5 overall, 17-3 in Big Ten play, and I admit I poo-pooed Michigan State. I thought Izzo might be kind of the next guy out with all these veteran, successful coaches stepping down with the way college sports and college basketball is now, and I thought he might be kind of out of it, and it might have passed him by. I was wrong again. Great year for Sparty. Do you like them in the Big Ten? Do you give Maryland, Michigan, Wisconsin? How about one of those West Coast, UCLA or Oregon? You giving anybody a shot other than Michigan State here?
Yeah, I do kind of like Maryland. I think they're kind of a little bit under the radar, and I think UCLA is under the radar just because they're on the West Coast, but they have played their best basketball lately. The thing about the Big Ten, and I hate to make a generalization, but they have a lot of good teams. They don't have a great team.
Right.
They would have to be awfully fortunate in their draw, in their matchups, to get somebody in the Final Four. Everybody would like to say Michigan State because they've done it so many times, but it's been a while. And I'm not sure you're wrong on your prediction. Izzo seems to be awfully emotionally involved or engaged with this team. I'm not sure you're going to be wrong about that in the end.
Okay, keep an eye on that. Mack, I talked about this earlier. I love the guy on the rise, and then we love to see that guy fail and become the villain. But I like a reclamation project, and I can't believe it. I'm finding myself rooting for Rick Pitino, and I think the St. John's story is cool. Just kind of growing up when I did, and kind of the tail end of Lou Carnesecca, and I used to love watching those Big East games in the 90s, and I'm sure it was even better before then. But St. John's, number 6 in the country, 18-2, 27-4 overall. If I had to take a flyer here, do you go UConn? Do you go Marquette? Who do you go outside of St. John's to win the Big East tournament?
Yeah, I think Marquette's the biggest threat. Clearly, UConn has something special in March, and this has been a little bit different team, but they've also had injuries and that kind of thing, and they had the distraction of Hurley wanting to proclaim himself the best bleeping coach in the country, and taking on the officials and the media and players and everybody else. Those are the two choices, but I think Marquette probably is the one that could undo St. John's, and they also don't really shoot the 3-ball great, which seems to be a big equalizer or an advantage in the tournament. But yeah, Pitino, like him, hate him, whatever. We talked a little bit about this last week. You can't deny he's been at 5. He's taken 5 different schools to conference championships, and St. John's hadn't been relevant since, maybe the mid-'90s, maybe the mid-'80s. I don't even know the last time they were relevant, and he's got them at least in the picture. Making a deep run, second weekend probably, but past that, I'm not sure I put much faith in that either.
Well, I remember remember Felipe Lopez, Mack? He was supposed to be the real deal, and Ron Artest, of course.
Academy, yeah.
And my dad would tell me about Mullen and Mark Jackson, but I didn't get this. I saw them in the pros, not at St. John's. So it has been
we at Auburn the year after I left. Auburn went to the Elite 8 and beat St. John's along the way with. I don't know if Mullen was on that team. I remember Walter Berry was on that team, but I'm not sure. That was one of their better teams, and Auburn got all the way to the Elite 8 before losing to Louisville, who was the eventual champion.
Did you ever wear any Lou Carnesecca sweaters on the sidelines?
Not in public.
All right, Mack, before we go, man, enjoyed today's chat. Can't wait for next week to break down the bracket with you. Before we go, a little NASCAR, and my God, I am a NASCAR savant. Clip Rock Racing has amassed 15 points so far through 4 races. That Christopher Bell wins again. And I'm the only person in the pool with positive points. Coach Mack sitting in second place with -1 point, and Jarrett sitting in third with -3 points.
Cliff, there's a difference between a savant and a good listener. I would call you a good listener.
Well, thank you.
You did not make a great choice, but you listened.
Yeah.
And made an informed choice.
Very coachable, Mack. Very coachable.
I would say that's true. One more basketball thing.
Yeah.
I know we have some anti-ACC fans that listen regularly, but we also have some ACC fans that live in that area, and I think 9 times out of 10, the NC State coach going forward will either be named Odom or Wade.
Odom or Wade? Okay. You heard it here. Yeah, kind of up against it. Didn't have time to ask you about that. But I don't know. Were you surprised at all when you saw that news, Kevin Keats fired?
A little bit, but not shocked at all.
Yeah. All right. Wade or Odom? And what if it's, well, before I say this, is Dave Odom still with us?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What if they think they're getting Ryan Odom, but really it's Dave Odom back in the ACC? That's what I'm pulling for.
That would be a story.
That would be a story. Mack, thank you, man. We'll check in with you next week and break down that bracket of yours. You'll have to fax us one over so we can put one on the wall for you on the door here at Pirate Radio.
I am capable of doing that.
All right, man. Thank you, Mack. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
Mack McCarthy joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Or for folks that know him well, William Leroy Mack McCarthy, using his government. I do want to point out, and people know this, listeners know this, I selected Christopher Bell as my favorite driver due to his association with Joe Gibbs. And that was it. It was.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm a moron.
I'm a moron.
I let you have him.
Man, I'm a moron.
I would say you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean by let?
Because I had the pick and I wanted to take him.
You did say he was going to win the championship this year.
And I wanted to take him, but I felt like you wouldn't have been as into it if you couldn't have had your guy. So I went with Kyle Larson instead of Christopher Bell.
Would you really have taken Bell?
Yeah.
It kind of makes me feel bad, but
I mean, it doesn't. I don't feel bad about it. I just feel like an idiot for being nice.
The nice guys finish last.
And I am in dead last.
And you're in dead last. And a-holes finish first, and I am killing y'all.
I don't think you're an a-hole. You just took advantage of a very nice person.
I was in, and this was a free fantasy Yahoo league, but it was the first time my stepson had ever played fantasy football. We did a draft together. And we got Matt Forte, and after the draft, I emailed. These were all strangers. It was just a random free Yahoo draft. And I said, "Hey, man, my stepson's playing for the first time. We live in Greenville, North Carolina. ECU fan, so we love Chris Johnson. I'm trying to, kind of get him into football. Is there any way we could get Chris Johnson? We'll give you Forte. I'll give you a sweet deal." He was like, "Sure, man, no problem." So we made the deal, Forte and somebody for Chris Johnson, and he had 2,000 yards that season. Fleeced. It reminds me of that. Because, being the nice guy gets you screwed, man.
Yeah, and I mean, we're only, 4 races in, so, I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
And you're only down by 18.
Yeah, only down 18.
Man, I'm super pumped about my guys. I didn't ask Mack, who do you like in Vegas this week?
Same guys in Phoenix.
Go
Denny Hamlin,
again.
Christopher Bell.
Man, I took your advice and took Hamlin, and he just about won the thing.
Yeah, I was watching it at the Buck, and I was the only person watching it, and I was just cursing and cursing and cursing.
Christopher Bell, man.
More like Christopher Smell.
What is the record for most NASCAR race wins in a row? Do you know?
No. I would go 6, 7, maybe.
10.
10.
The King.
Oh, Dale. Oh, Petty. My bad. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Sorry.
I guess not my king. Richard Petty, 10 in a row in 1967. That's crazy. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, Jared said he has a line for ECU UTSA. I have not seen it yet. We'll do live Guess the Line. I'm going to go ahead and lock in my number in case somebody puts it in the chat or thinks I'm cheating. But my number is locked in, and we'll see how close I am when we return. Pirate Radio Live. Colorado up 2 as they just start the second half in the Big 12 Championship. First round on TCU on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Notre Dame, a winner earlier today against Pitt in the ACC tournament. Back with more after this.
It's March, and Pirate Radio is teaming up with the Buccaneer Music Hall, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime's Tavern to help support ECU Baseball's Mustache March campaign. Mustache March t-shirts are available for purchase at all 3 locations. T-shirts are only $20 and all proceeds go towards ALS research. Stop by the Buck, Dirty Dan's, or Overtime's Tavern to get your shirt today. Wear it loud, wear it proud, and together we'll strike out ALS. Get your Mustache March t-shirt and make a difference. Go Pirates!
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Hey! We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is back at only $13.99. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, an MVP move for game day or any day. Go Pirates!
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Pirate Radio. Life's good, and why wouldn't it be?
Drink up, me Aussie Joe Ho.
I'm a pirate after all. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risks, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Kim Vember has come and gone. It seemed like it went by quick this year. I blinked and it was over. But Schwartztober is here. Mike Schwartz and the Pirates will be at the AAC tournament playing on Thursday. Probably starting after 9:30. It says 9 o'clock. No possible chance that game starts at 9 o'clock. It'll be ECU and UTSA. Pirates have beaten the Roadrunners twice this year. Jared has a line. Where did you find the line at?
DraftKings.
All right, the official line on DraftKings. I'm going to say East Carolina is a 4.5-point favorite.
All right. Shirley, do you have a guess?
East Carolina. 3.5.
On the dot. East Carolina minus 3.5.
Shirley wins.
Oh!
For the first time ever.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, it makes me a little nervous. Like, these games were give or take. I mean,
yeah,
like a late C.J. Walker
last
bucket.
second shot, and then what? Was it double or just single overtime?
I want to say single, but it was a close game throughout.
That was the only home game I was not at this season.
That was a fun one. That was ECU scored in the 90s, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was like 90 to 88, 89. It was.
All right, looking forward to it coming up on Thursday. Right now, we will maybe talk a little hoops, but a lot of football with former Pirate great Justin Hardy, who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line, courtesy of Social House Vodka. Justin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great. Appreciate you joining us as always. A few things to hit on with you today, Justin. I want to go over some of these NFL moves with you and just get your take on receivers landing in certain spots and quarterbacks landing in certain spots. But, man, Devontae Adams had the great career in Green Bay, kind of bounced around a little bit with the Raiders and the Jets, and now maybe found a good landing spot with the Rams, joining Stafford and Puka Nacua and McVay in that offense. What do you think about Adams kind of later in his career here playing with that offense?
I think it's a good offense for him. You know, with his skill set, I feel like it'd be a perfect match for their offense.
I think, yeah. You still think Stafford's got some in the tank? A few more years of putting up numbers?
For sure, as long as he can throw it. Like he can play.
Yeah, no doubt. How about the quarterback moves? And, we'll see what happens with Aaron Rodgers. Looks like it could be down to the Giants and the Steelers there. But speaking of the Steelers, Justin Fields goes to New York, Devontae's old team, to reunite with Garrett Wilson. What do you think about Justin Fields and the Jets' marriage there?
That'd be a good look as well. You know, with him going back to a receiver that he's familiar with and he played in college, I feel like that'd be a good attribute going into the season. A fresh start, getting someplace new, is always good.
Justin, I say we here looking on the outside tend to kind of give up on guys, and everybody pretty much gave up on Geno Smith during his time with the Jets early in his career, and he had the reclamation project there in Seattle. He now goes to the Raiders, and Geno had the famous line 2 years ago, they wrote me off and I didn't write back. So how about Geno Smith continuing his career with the Raiders?
Man, it's always good to see, as you could say, underdogs in the position, and just, doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not really worrying about nobody else say. So I'm happy for him to get an opportunity, a fresh start as well, go to a new opportunity, a new team. So it'll be a good look.
Sam Darnold kind of in that same boat. He was young, and again with the Jets. Maybe it's just the Jets thing. We keep bringing up but he struggled with the Jets. Came out last year with the Vikings, threw for 4,319 yards, just put up some big time numbers with the 35 touchdowns, and Justin Jefferson and Addison helping with that. But he goes to Seattle. Was Darnold kind of a flash in the pan last year? Or you think he can put up big numbers again with the Seahawks, who now are without DK Metcalf and Lockett?
Man, it'd be tough to see. You have to see what he has, to throw to, what's surrounding him on the offense. But I feel like I said, for Stafford, as long as you can throw it, he really show you what he can really do, getting into a new opportunity with the new team that he was with last year with Minnesota. So I feel like, not saying that's not who he is, but he put it on film, so you gotta go with that.
Yeah, and I do like Jackson Smith and Jigba, but like you said, who else has he got around him there in Seattle? And yeah, DK Metcalf, speaking of, goes to the Steelers, and I guess right now we're waiting to see, is Wilson their quarterback? Are they going to bring in Rodgers? So Mike Tomlin, we'll see what he's got there in Pittsburgh. But man, it is a crazy time in the NFL with all these moves. As far as you and your career, Justin, you're gearing up for another CFL season, right?
Correct.
Yeah. What's once again, give us the timeline here. What's your day-to-day like now as you prepare kind of this off season?
Pretty much training camp starts in May, the first week in May. So right now it's like I guess you can say the grind period as far as like what you really want to do to prepare yourself for the season is really going on right now, making sure you're in the best shape, lifting weights. Most people go on certain diets to get the weight that they want to get to or lose the weight that they're trying to lose. So that's really the day-to-day process as it goes as of right now until training camp.
How do you balance, Justin, staying lean and also getting the workout in, with the lifting weights and things like that? Is that something you keep an eye on daily, weekly? You don't want to get too big. You also don't want to lose the strength. So what's that balance like?
I mean, I'm at the age right now where I kind of really know where and who I am as far as the weight goes. So I'm really not going up too much up or too much down really with my weight. So I really don't stress about doing too much as far as working out goes. I know that everything's going to be done correctly too. I'm making sure I'm in the best shape and best weight-wise going to training camp.
Justin told us he eats right, does not, enjoy the sweets or bad food, but when he wants to enjoy something, he enjoys the Social House Vodka. In fact, his own brand, J-Rock Limited Edition. You can find that at socialhousevodka.com. Social House Vodka specializes in crafting premium American vodka. They use the highest quality ingredients, strict production standards, and a commitment to sustainability. Justin, let's do a little word association. And I'm gonna drop a name, and you give me a few thoughts going back to your days here at East Carolina and also in the NFL throughout your football career. Okay, so here's a guy that's in social media quite a bit. He's doing big things, video games. He's got his own football. He's breaking down film. Kurt Benkert has kind of made a name for himself post career. But what do you remember about Kurt Benkert when he was here at ECU?
Kurt was a gunslinger. Like, he's one of those guys that can throw every throw. He has a good arm, so he has a great mind too. IQ for the game is above, so he's a really good player.
We've talked a lot about that 70-point game against North Carolina. Benkert able to run it in, and they kicked the extra point for 70. And really, they were passing the reins over to him, Justin, when you and Shane and that class left. And it was going to be a smooth transition, and then, boom, he goes down very late in the offseason, close to kickoff to the 2015 season. And, the whole butterfly effect of it, that then he's out. The Pirates go with Summers and Kemp at quarterback. They do the best they can there. Riley's out, so they got Nickel at offensive coordinator. Ruff ends up getting fired. Like, I swear, it all kind of comes back to Benkert getting hurt. That changed a lot of things, I think, for ECU football.
It definitely did. Like I said, Kurt was a great player, so he was in the system long enough that when we left, he was able to go in and run it, and you wouldn't even know that it was a difference. Him going out late in the offseason, like you said, it definitely changed the trajectory of how the season went for sure.
All right, Justin, a couple guys on the defensive side of the ball. First, the coach, and a guy we had around here a lot at Pirate Radio a couple years ago, joining us, Coach Rick Smith. I'm sure you gave him headaches a lot. Did you have a lot of interactions with the DB coach there?
In practice, how just competing, talking back and forth in that aspect, it goes to show. But he was a great coach, he came in and got with the DB, the complete difference maker for us, and it showed in our record. So he was definitely a great coach.
All right, speaking of talking, and Justin Hardy, not a huge talker as far as we know, but a guy that did like to talk was Josh Hawkins, and XFL champion, fashion guy, I think actor, like he does a little bit of everything. But how about Josh Hawkins, him on the other side of the ball at practice? I'm sure y'all win at it, right?
All the time. Like I said, compete levels is high. He wanted to get active just like everybody else. He was a great guy as well, in the category of his own, really. Like you said, everything that he does. So he was a good player, he did a great job when he was at ECU for us, too.
Was any DB able to get in your head at all, Justin? Like, were you ever out there rattled and you had to say, all right, forget this guy, I got to do my job? Or because you're so even keel, were you always able to keep it under control?
No, I never got like that. I just play football. Because at the end of the day, I always look at they got to stop me.
Yeah, and a lot of people couldn't. That's for sure. Justin Hardy joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, courtesy of Social House Vodka. Justin, we'll do a little bit of these name recognition here when you join us here every week. That was fun, and we'll do that again next week. And also, have you ever filled out a bracket, Justin, for the NCAA tournament?
I used to play around on the back in the day, that was a big thing, trying to win a big prize. So,
all right. Well, you got to do one here you got to be in the Pirate Radio pool this year. Is that cool?
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that too when you join us next week. Appreciate you, Justin, man. Have a good week. We'll talk to you again next week.
No problem. You do the same.
Justin Hardy joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line, courtesy of Social House Vodka. We will take a time out, come back, and wrap up hour number 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Colorado taking it to TCU right now, 13-point second half lead in the Big 12 tournament on that awful court. And Virginia Tech and Cal playing yet? Virginia Tech early 6-5 lead over the Cal Bears in the ACC tournament on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by The Buck. We'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Looking for a fun and free Friday night? Join us on March 28th at Greenville Town Commons for a movie with a mission, hosted by the teen ambassadors of Ronald McDonald House Charities. Enjoy The Parent Trap Under the Stars, plus food trucks, vendors, raffle baskets, and more, all while supporting families in need. Donations go directly to the Ronald McDonald House in Greenville. Come for the movie, stay for the mission. For more information, call the Ronald McDonald House at 252-847-5435 or check out our Facebook, RMHC ENC.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Hey folks, March Madness is here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're going mad with our huge discounts and savings on our 24 Ram 2500, over $10,000 off. Also, 10% off remaining 2024 Jeep Wranglers and 15% off any remaining 24 Jeep Gladiators. Also, we have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, over 80 to pick from. We are the premier used car dealer in Eastern North Carolina. Cars starting at $7,999 and up. Remember, drive a little, save a lot.
Ron Ayers Motorsports invites you to an unforgettable bike night and stunt show on March 20th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Get ready for an action-packed evening with jaw-dropping stunts, incredible bikes, and the chance to meet fellow riders. Hungry? Anita's food truck will be on site with delicious eats, and cold beer will be available for purchase. Since 1975, Ron Ayers has been your go-to for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. It's all happening at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your home for everything motorsports for 50 years and counting. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Ready for a home makeover? Bostic Sugg Furniture's new and now collection has the freshest styles you've been dreaming of. Store-wide savings on fashion-forward looks and styles for your living room, dining room, and bedroom. Hundreds of items in stock. Or let our team help you build a custom piece just for you. Plus, 6 months special financing and local delivery for just $19.37. Sleep better with over 30 models of brand-name mattresses to choose from and up to 48 months special financing. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
I sailed out of the port of Bristol with sailors wearing black armbands.
Pirate Radio.
And found ourselves proclaimed notorious pirates.
The voice of the pirate nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Caleb Stroud of Stroud's Marine grew up on the water and has loved boating his entire life, and that's why in 2012 he decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service, and their mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit stroudsmarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty. Can East Carolina go on a run? Can they beat UTSA for the third time this season? Can they beat UAB for the second time this season? Can they beat North Texas for the first time this season? Can they beat Memphis? That is the likely path. Of course, that could change. Definitely the winner of UTSA ECU gets UAB in round 2. Yep. All right, let's hear what Mike Schwartz has to say about trying to beat UTSA for the third time this season.
I said it before Game 1. I said it before Game 2. I said it after Game 1. I said it after Game 2. We've been fortunate enough to win those games, but I have so much respect for Coach Clonch, their players, their program, how they play. I mean, they're dynamic in transition. They have dynamic guard play. They get downhill. They shoot the ball as well as anyone in the conference. They lead the conference in three-point shots made and taken. So there's so many things that pose a challenge for us. What we have to do is try to play to our identity. Our identity isn't going to match their identity. We didn't play to our strengths on Sunday versus FAU. They played to their strengths. We didn't play. We may have played best to our strengths and still lost the game. but we didn't even give ourselves a chance because we don't feel like, looking back at the tape, as you talked about, that we played to our strengths. Regardless of anything and how good UTSA is, we have to try to play to our identity Thursday evening.
UTSA 92nd in the country, 77 points per game. I like how they play. Let's put it up on offense and half-ass on defense.
Yeah, and
have some fun games.
I don't even think there's a chance that we stop UTSA. We just got to – I mean, we've seen it in both outings. You just got to score more points.
We got to outscore them. All right, Mike Schwartz talked about potentially making a run in the AAC tournament.
We just talked about it in there. One thing about it is, like, we're not going to not talk about things, and we're going to be, what are we hunting? We know what we're hunting, what we're chasing down these next, this trip in Fort Worth. We know you're watching all these teams get to the NCAA tournament. Our guys want it and are as hungry as anyone for that. And Jordan Riley has experienced what it feels like to be in that chase and get beyond and be sitting there on what we just talked about called Championship Sunday. Now, so you talk about what it takes to be at your best, not what it takes to get to Sunday. I mean, because we got one thing, we got to be the best version of ourselves Thursday night. But all that being said, just what it takes to be at your best in a tournament mindset. Win and go home, lose and go home, you don't get it done, it's over. That kind of mindset, and that's what we talk about.
Just give me one run before I die. We might as well do it this year. Let's not wait. Let's go ahead and do it this year.
If not now, when?
Right. It has been quite a drought for East Carolina.
Yeah. What was it, 93 last
Yep.
NCAA
Only
tournament?
one team in the American has a longer tournament drought than ECU, and that team is the Rice Owls.
Jeez.
So, we're in pretty rarefied air when it comes to not making the NCAA tournament. Everybody makes the freaking NCAA tournament.
Not William and Mary.
That is true. And they won't do it this year because they lost to Delaware, who was trying to ruin Ken Watlington's dreams. And I texted Ken last night. I texted him Sunday night and said the Ken Watlington parlay hits, Hurricanes, UNCW money line.
Yeah.
I texted him last night and said, "Are you alive?" And he simply said, "I left." And I didn't respond. Like
he left D.C., left the arena?
He left. I took that to mean he left the game, left the arena.
Okay.
But I don't know. He is a pretty awful fan when it comes to stuff like that.
Was it a bad game last night?
It was a game where they were... Right. They were in control, I feel like, and Charleston came back, but it was a tight game down the stretch.
Yeah.
But he bails pretty early, so. But planning to get him on the phone tomorrow, one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, for him, I would like to see UNCW go home with the championship, but it's just something about those fighting blue hens, man.
Man, would you... This kind of talk gets me in trouble, but like UNCW starts a football program, ECU puts them on the schedule, and like UNCW's first year in FCS football, they come here and beat ECU.
What's the question?
Would you trade like a tournament appearance for that? Like, would you trade spots with UNCW in the basketball?
So would I rather basketball
a football loss?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's one. You can recover from one regular season loss.
I agree.
It would be a blemish on the program, obviously, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about postseason basketball play. That's not really anything I've ever talked about with ECU in my lifetime.
Yep. Basically, I'm saying like I'm willing to trade anything. Like if you said, would you take ECU making the tournament, or I really don't even need to hear the other side.
Yeah.
Just give me a tournament trip.
I mean, come on, man. Like Notre Dame lost to NIU, and I get that's not kind of the same thing, but they were in the national championship. One loss doesn't determine your whole season.
Now that Brandon Manning's here, would you take an 0-5 ECU baseball week for a trip to the NCAA tournament? I would.
No comment.
Oh, hey, what do you mean?
I don't want to say my answer on there. I really want an NCAA tournament appearance, but to lose to VCU and William Mary all week,
I'm brave enough to say I would take that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Give me that. Give me all that. I'm the guy that I got fired for saying bad stuff about ECU basketball. I want them to win more than anybody.
Yeah. I don't even think what you said was bad. It was just constructive criticism, I believe.
Well, when I said like the 1,000,000th whatever reason,
yeah,
I think it was like hyperbole.
Yeah.
But we're pretty unserious.
I remember when you got fired, my buddy's like, Clip got fired. I was like, from Pirate Radio? What the hell is going on?
Not yet. Not yet. Jamie says, my biggest pet peeve with basketball, not enough plays run, get too frantic on offense, too much, or stand still and watch. Need to run some plays. It works sometimes, but won't work in the tournament. Okay.
Good comment.
I just like, if the game I'm watching is not good, I just flip it to another game.
Yeah.
What I don't like is TCU sucking on offense and me continuing to take Jamie Dixon in March. I did it 20 years ago when he was at Pitt, time and time again, and would burn my bracket up.
By the way, this might be the first year I haven't bet on Purdue. I'm a big Purdue basketball guy. I have not done it once.
Ooh, John Moody just had a comment, and then it got erased from the chat. I wonder if he deleted it. Jamie says, either you have your wife or an ECU Final Four. I mean, got to go wife there.
I'll go ECU Final Four.
Would you go unmarried for the rest of your life for an ECU Final Four?
I wouldn't go that far.
Do you have aspirations to get married?
Yeah, I would love to have a family.
A family?
Yeah.
How many kids you want? How many little boners you want around?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 little boners? Are you going to name them all J so they can all be J-Bones? Like
no.
Jeff and John Boy?
Jimmy.
Little Jimmy Watkins. Let's take a break. All right. I see John's comment. This is John Moody speaking. I would take ECU baseball losing out
the whole season
if that means we can make the NCAA tournament. John, I'm riding with you, buddy. Me and you riding to the big dance together in our Dumb and Dumber tuxes. Nice Hooters. Brandon Manning joins us next. Bryce Williams joins us next. We'll talk some Pirate baseball when we return. I'm going to break out the panic button today and sit it in front of Brandon Manning and see what he has to say about it. Got that and more on the way when we return after this.
Greenville, are you ready for the biggest beauty event of the year? Beauty Bar Medi Spa Spring Extravaganza is coming soon. From March 24th to April 4th, get exclusive savings on Botox, fillers, skin bead, painless laser hair removal, advanced lasers, and more. Expert care, stunning results, a glow you'll love. This is your time to shine. Appointments fill up fast. Call at 252-752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com to book your free consultation today. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, where confidence begins.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. If you're looking online, one website covers both locations. It's driveherenow.com.
Right. We're the driveherenow.com family between our two locations here in Greenville. I can take you to either website at gmcapproved.com or greenvilleautoworld.net. And yeah, you can see all our inventory there. A lot of stuff says coming soon as we're getting new stuff, but be on the lookout for anything you need.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. We will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Wait, is it mine? Are we on?
We're live, pal.
What's you in?
Welcome back. BMann, Brandon Manning here. Bryce Williams here. Can you play both songs at the same time, Shirley?
1,
Go ahead,
2,
knock 'em
3,
out.
4.
I saw the light, I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born in love again. I'm a brand new man.
That kind of got me in a good mood.
There we go.
Bryce Williams and Brandon Manning here, B&B Connection. What's up, guys?
Not a whole lot. Another day.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
As you two said, it is a beautiful day outside in Greenville, North Carolina. It is baseball day. as the Pirates hit the road for Richmond to take on VCU. We've got baseball, a little football, and some basketball to talk about on this Tuesday.
Looking forward to it.
I like the simultaneous there. Brandon, you said you had a question for Jarrett.
So NCAA tournament berth or College World Series? You can only pick one. You can only pick one. What's one?
I'm a bigger basketball guy. But, God, I don't know.
But, so, like, from a historical standpoint, we've been good enough to get to Omaha several times.
Yeah.
We've only been good enough to get to the NCAA tournament once.
And we really weren't good enough to get there. We just kind of got lucky.
Yeah.
Like had a
NC State lucky. Got fire in a bottle.
Yeah.
I guess I would go NCAA tournament.
Yeah, without hesitation.
Yeah.
That would be my answer. I don't need to think about it. Really? Yeah. You go basketball?
I'd go basketball.
I feel like.
What about you, Brandon?
I mean, I have to go baseball, but I told you I'm a true college basketball fanboy. Like, I do love college basketball. We watch it all the time when the tournament's on. There's not much work on in my office. That's on in the background. I'm listening to it the whole time, and at home I watch it. So, but I still, God, I wish we could get to Omaha.
Well, I feel like ECU baseball is good enough to get there on their own. I don't need to do a little black magic or anything.
Right.
Witchcraft.
How about college football playoff or NCAA tournament?
I would go probably NCAA tournament, Omaha, and then if I'm ranking to 3.
Wow.
College football playoff.
Okay. I'm going basketball over everything.
Yeah.
That's
the college football
me.
playoff is, I think they'll find a way to, even though black magic powder over there, y'all can go there. Wait a minute, you can't. You don't have enough students enrolled or something.
All right, well, we're in fantasy land, dude.
We're R1, dude.
In my fantasy, ECU football still gets screwed over. That's my fantasy.
Well, who went this year?
Dang, who did?
Boise?
Yeah, Boise.
Yeah.
And Indiana, SMU.
But the nation loves Boise State. They got bluegrass.
Again, we're doing what ifs here.
Look,
and in our
this is how sad of a man I am that I think ECU's going to get screwed in my
You're
fantasy.
the one talking about me having negative energy.
I know,
and look at you.
I know. All right.
What are you doing to help out the energy? You're an energy
Daggone, Bryce.
vampire. What you think, Bryce?
I mean, I like college football playoffs because I like football. And then basketball and then baseball.
Bryce?
Well, I don't know. Then maybe World Cup. Lacrosse.
If ECU made a World Cup, ECU taking on Iceland. What? We got the brackets coming out Sunday, Bryce. So I'm gonna have a blank bracket for you next Tuesday for you to fill out.
And I got to turn it in when?
Tuesday.
So I get it. Oh, I got to fill it that day.
Yeah.
Dang, I guess I can do it during a break.
It's just writing down teams, man. It's not. I know you.
There's a lot to it. There's a lot of choices.
I know. It kind of overwhelms you. Yes. I know from the past, but
I may, what I may try and do. I may try and be productive, and print one off and bring a filled out bracket.
Yeah, I mean it comes out Sunday. You've got 2 days to do it before I see you.
I can find some time to find a printer.
I guarantee you don't.
To find a printer?
I guarantee you don't have a bracket when you come in here next Tuesday.
I like the challenge.
Now I'm challenging you.
It's
Tuesday.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to set a reminder at the next break to print off a bracket.
I bet you don't even set a reminder.
Get one.
I bet you don't even set a reminder during the break.
I'll set one right back up.
I'm putting the heat on Bryce in here. All right. Pirate baseball. Brandon. I'm going to put that right there.
Yeah,
That's
put it there.
That's the panic button. Now,
Don't,
the panic button has a case that you open, and then that exposes the button. Would you like to open the case?
No.
The case remains closed.
And the case remains closed for today. Do not look at the schedule. Don't look at our results. Don't look at anything. If we go against a top 25 team and win one like we did, and then lose the last one like we did. So basically, we were there for 2 games out of 3 against a top 25 team at this time of the year. You know what? That's what we want to be. The way we lost on Saturday is what is how we've been losing all year long. That was our, what's been going on all year. We didn't really, the approach that was coached and taught was not received from what we gathered from post-game remarks by Cliff and everything. They went up there and didn't really look like they wanted to do what was intended for them to do. So if we can get through that, and that is a young team thing, it's hard for a young team to be punched in the mouth over and over again and keep on standing back up. That's in any sport, in any level. If you have a younger team than what you're playing against 9 times out of 10 and they punch you in the mouth, big brother's typically going to win. But we've got to start turning these tough losses, we've got to start turning into wins fast. It's getting to the point now where, hey, we may come out and win some games in our conference, and that may help us out in the grand scheme of things, but getting to what we're accustomed to is not going to happen if we don't start winning some games.
I told some guys last night that, fans are eager to push a panic button. I said, if you go less than 4-1 this week, I'm going to allow you without criticism to hit the panic button. Is that fair? If you go 3-2,
yeah,
2-3, 1-4, 0-5,
and you know how much that is against against me. If we go 3-2, 2-3, so forth and so on, I will open it. I will tap it, punch it, do whatever we got to do. These next 2 days, we got 2 in a row against VCU, right?
Yeah, today and tomorrow.
Their team ERA is over 6.
I'm watching.
Again, like you told me, nobody knows what you're doing because they can't see what you're seeing. It's just what you told. No,
what are you talking about?
You got on me last year for pointing at the TV and doing everything.
For doing what?
For pointing at the TV and stuff.
I didn't do anything. You're talking about baseball. We're having a conversation. The radio audience has no clue what you're talking about. I don't know why
you might be a little delusional.
Interrupted the whole show for nothing.
Okay, so VCU has a team ERA over 6. Their highest batting average on the team is like 280 to 290. He has 3 home runs on the year. That is their leader in home runs. They're not what we like to call a great baseball program right now.
Would you say they do?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say they have a first-year head coach that is a young coach.
Crap.
They have players. They have players that aren't playing good ball. They're 4-11, I think. We have to beat them.
Yeah.
We have to pat some stats. We have to pat each other ourselves on the back and say, man, you did it. You are something. We have to look in the mirror on a Saturday Night Live skit and say, gosh darn it, you are good enough.
Yeah. We have to Norman Smiley it.
Yes, right. So, was it Norman Smiley?
Was that a wrestler? That was a wrestler. Go ahead.
And so I think the next 2 days are how we accomplish that. I mean, these are must wins, should be wins, easy wins, unless, half the team gets in trouble somehow. But
all right, Stuart Smiley, Norman Smiley, I think is the wrestler.
That was Ricky Smiley.
Nope.
Who was Bob Backlund's alter? Didn't he have like a different name there for a little bit? Came as. I'm gonna look that up.
All right.
I have a when's the athlete asking athlete questions come up?
That is a segment, and it can be done at any point within the next hour.
Because I'm curious. I was talking to my brother-in-law about it. I'll get into it when the segment comes. But I've been thinking about that the whole time.
Does it involve something that would pertain to this conversation?
Go ahead.
Knock it out, buddy.
Shoot it off. Baseball.
Go off the hip.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm a curious guy.
Hut, hey. Hold on, I'm doing the intro. Hut, hey. Free throw. Home run. This is athlete asking athlete.
Nice. So, I'm very curious. I'm a curious little cat about other things that I don't know. I constantly want to learn, right? So I was talking to my brother-in-law, who was a baseball player, former college pitcher, yada, 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 about a young fella that I know who's pitching, he's high school. And I sent him his video. I said, hey, what are your thoughts? Just to get his his opinion on it. He said, and he was giving me the numbers, this, that, and the other. And he said, well, he could have a little more movement on the mound. Do you know what that means? What it means as a pitcher to have a little more movement on the mound?
It could mean several things.
Movement on the mound.
It could, if he's
You mean like his pitches having movement?
That's pitches having movement, or him moving towards
movement on the mound.
I guess I could show you the video, and then you can analyze it and see what your thoughts are as a pitcher.
Where's the Okay, was that the question?
What does movement on the mound mean as a pitcher? And okay, we'll just say, since I didn't specify.
Going back to the last time when I told you about a two-seamer versus a four-seamer. Remember I said a four-seamer is typically straighter and harder?
Yeah.
And a two-seamer kind of moves a little bit more, and your cutter and your slider and everything move a little bit more. They add depth through your pitches. You typically want to have a lot of movement, but a lot of movement in the right direction. So that would be what I would think he was talking about, but I could be wrong there.
What's the other? Where could that other?
I mean, I guess a lot of these new windups are just they don't ever really expand and contract. That's a bad expand and contract. They don't ever really move. So if you got a windup, it used to be a big step back, step cat a corner in, leg up in the air, go to home. Now it's real quick, bam, 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 and go.
That's what it means.
So sometimes it is movement like that could be considered more of a timing thing and get all your movement and momentum towards home plate.
Interesting. Well, I'll share that video on the next break. See what yours. That sounds. I like that explanation.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good. Well, now I'm briefed on movement on the mound.
This has been Athlete Asking Athlete. Brandon, let's talk about something really awesome that happened. That was 19 strikeouts by Ethan Norby, I should say, on Friday night.
God, that was awesome to watch. So I was talking to another former college pitcher, and he was texting me during the game. And I was like, man, are you watching this? And I was there watching it, and I sit to the side. He's like, yeah, ever since the fourth inning, he's been getting the Greg Maddux pitch. So when you start doing that well, the strike zone really opens up for you. If you're hammering the strike zone with doing everything you got, the strike zone goes from 17.5 inches to about 19 inches real quick.
Well, I remember early in the game Friday, even when ECU was up, it was getting called outside a strike, and I was like, that's not a strike. But it seemed like it was pretty consistent for both teams the whole game, so you got to deal with it.
It was pretty consistent for both teams. And you know what? That loss is a prime example of how the pitch clock is hurting hitters, because you really can't. You only get a set number of timeouts and stuff like that. Back in the day, you would say, time, get out, adjust Nomar Garcia, pair your back gloves a little bit, get out of the batter's box, adjust your cup, tie your shoelaces, do whatever you got to do, get the pitcher out of his rhythm, and then you get back in there and go.
So that's why they do all that fidgeting.
Yeah,
to throw the pitcher.
Yeah, and it's just a timing thing. I mean, you go look, a lot of those guys jump out. I mean, even the major leagues don't do that anymore. They're in their pitch clock now too. So I mean, I like it for pace of play. I really like a pitch clock.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a pitcher just saying that, Norby was ready. He was ready to go, and the coach did not call a single timeout and say, "Hey, Jim Bob, come over here and talk to me for a minute. Let's get this guy." So that coach did not help his team out either, coaching down there. So, I mean, that was that. But that was an unbelievable pitching performance all around. I mean, he was hitting spots. He was throwing multiple pitches for strikes. He was pitching with pace. He was pounding the strike zone. He didn't throw a lot of pitches. I think, what was he, 105 at the end of the game? 103. So, he probably had another 10 or 15 in him, but Cliff thought hey, let's get him out. So, this is what it is.
Chad said, I love when a country boy says Nomar's full name. Bryce, can you do that?
Nomar Garcia Pereira.
He added an extra syllable.
Yeah,
it was close.
It was close.
Nomar Garcia Pereira.
Nomar. Say it with me, Shirley. Nomar.
Nomar.
Nomar, former Boston Red Sox shortstop. We have who's your all-time favorite player, Brandon?
Griffey. Got to.
Ken Griffey?
I mean, Ken Griffey.
No.
I would say this.
Jim
My childhood, I would have loved Chipper Jones if he would have actually been a nice person when I was a crowd that I was in one time. I was like, dude, that guy's a butthole.
He was a jerk.
He was a jerk. I was like, I don't even want that.
Should have been a Hooters waitress.
Should have been a Hooters waitress. That's right. Should have been a blonde.
Should have been a Hooters waitress. Let's take a break. We've got a Pirate Outdoors question for Bryce from Mike P. We'll get to that. and more. Also, Brandon had a statement, something that'll happen in today's ECU baseball game, and he will tell you what that is when we return as well. He doesn't even know what it is. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com.
Aces for Autism, a nonprofit, is here to provide opportunities for individuals with autism and their families. A place of hope, joy, and success. Whether it's helping a child make their first sound or preparing a young adult for vocational opportunities, we provide support where it wasn't available before. You can help us support families by supporting Aces for Autism's Team Together campaign. There are many ways to participate, such as buying a brick or sponsoring a room. To learn more about our state-of-the-art facility, visit acestogether.com.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
This is March Madness. From the sideline, Cody Williams as he triggers in to Simpson. 5-4, baseline jumper, rattles around, and it drops through! 1.7 to go. Florida out of timeouts. Samuel ahead to Clayton. 3-quarter court. A prayer offline to the right, and the game is over!
Colorado claimed last year's first buzzer-beater win in their Day 2 upset of Florida. Hear Westwood One's coverage of this year's NCAA tournament right here.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space, moisture control, and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Colorado, a 2-point winner today over Texas Christian University, 69-67, Big 12 tournament. Colorado and Cincinnati, your winners so far today in the Big 12 tournament.
It's a Big 12!
Yes, it is, Dan. ACC tournament, Virginia Tech, 3-point halftime lead over California. Day one of the ACC tournament. Earlier today, it was Notre Dame, a 1-point win over Pitt, 55-54.
I believe Colorado now goes on to face West Virginia tomorrow.
That is correct. Javon Small and the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
That'll be starting around 3 o'clock tomorrow. The other game, Cincinnati, Iowa State, starting at noon. Today was cool. Tomorrow is really the start of it all. I guess not the start, but like tomorrow you're going to want to be around televisions.
Does the American start tomorrow?
The American starts tomorrow with Charlotte and Rice at 1 o'clock.
In Denton.
Straight up Denton, Texas at the Super Pit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The action begins before lunch tomorrow, 11:30 a.m.
Well,
USA Network, Richmond and Davidson.
Nice.
Playing in the A-10 tournament.
I would say 11:30 is lunch. When The Price is Right starts, I think that's when lunch starts.
Depends on if you eat with grandma or not. But
Well, yeah, I'm eating with grandma.
So somebody said, if we're playing Family Feud, top answers on the board, and they said, what time is lunchtime? Your number one answer would be 11:30.
No.
It'd be 11. It'd be noon. It'd be noon.
No, stick with what
100 people.
Do your bit.
It's
Lunch
not a
is
bit.
Lunch is at 11:15.
It's not a bit, dude.
That's early.
Do you eat breakfast?
No.
Oh, well,
I
that's
don't
not
eat it.
good.
I know.
You got to eat breakfast.
What do you eat for breakfast, Bryce?
Well, first off, I have a spoonful of coconut oil, and then I have a bagel with cream cheese and drizzle of honey.
Wait. What do you mean? A spoonful of coconut oil
makes the medicine go down.
Yeah, coconut oil. It's like I do just a big spoonful. It's more of like a antibacterial thing.
You just take it straight?
Just take it straight.
Is that like the vinegar with the mother?
I guess it's something like that, but it's more just there's just a little health benefits to it.
Okay.
And so I do that around 7, and then I have a bagel with cream cheese. Then I'll have coffee, and then when it's time to eat around 8:30, I'll do a smoothie with blueberry, spinach, bananas, yogurt, or cottage cheese.
Blueberry and spinach?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
2 to 3 raw eggs and...
Well, somebody's rich.
I was going to say.
Somebody's living high on the hog.
I was going to say. My money goes to food. That's about it.
Yeah, I understand
That's about it.
Better watch those 2 breakfasts, and the older you get there, big guy. The closer you get to 40, the harder it is to...
No, you got your bagel, which is kind of your grains and your carbs, and then you have your fruits and stuff, which are a little more simpler carbs and things like that. So you just balance the protein, carbs, healthy fats. Peanut butter's in there too. But yeah, the coconut oil is just kind of...
Okay, I've got, according to the internet, the benefits of consuming a spoonful of coconut oil.
Yeah.
It boosts metabolism. Huh. It improves heart health. It supports brain function.
Maybe you need some.
As you can tell, I haven't had any. Promotes weight loss.
Maybe you need some.
Everybody.
Hey, I need
We
some
found Clips diet.
No comments from anyone. Provides skin health. Improves digestion.
It's just
wow.
Does grease the track.
Yeah, you need you need healthy fats. You know, your brain needs healthy fats. Your body needs healthy fats.
So who told you about the coconut oil? I've never heard of that one. I mean, I have heard of the vinegar thing a
Yeah,
lot.
so my mom, she reads, I guess these holistic like oils and stuff. I mean, frankincense is a good thing, you know, and consume frankincense, but there's all these different oils you can add.
Baby I'm a big myrrh guy.
I like myrrh.
Seriously, that's literally like
I'm a myrrh man.
healthy oils, but like there's oils, you know, concoctions that can lower blood pressure, cholesterol, things like that.
Blood pressure?
Blood
pressure.
Blood pressure.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, so I've been doing that for what, 2 months.
Everybody was looking at the gold, but there
I need frankincense.
was a guy in the corner of that inn that said, "Hey, is that frankincense?"
Whoa!
Let me get a shot of that.
Yeah,
There's myrrh.
There's myrrh. Yeah. So on my arm, you see that right there? See
Yeah.
that spot. So that was like a raised, like wart thing.
Mhm.
My mom gave me frankincense. Yeah. I mean,
Wait,
it's weird.
how are y'all have
Same arm,
same spot?
And literally,
Y'all are Wart brothers.
Yeah. So I literally put frankincense on that. I've been doing that like every day since.
Where do you buy
What is
frankincense?
frankincense?
Frankincense.
3 wise men visit
And it-
his house every
and
morning.
it literally, yeah, weekly they, yeah.
You sure you don't want this gold? No, frankincense.
Let Lowe's Food opens up. We can get all sorts of fancy stuff.
And seriously, like it literally like has gone down, and I haven't taken anything but put frankincense on that.
Frankincense is a resin that comes from the Boswellia tree. Has a woody, spicy smell. Interesting. It is used in incense, perfumes, and traditional medicine.
Skin tags.
Yeah, seriously, like and it's literally gone down as you see. I mean, it was
That's
like
no, it's
raised.
just a little scar.
We have dropped knowledge this entire show.
Hey, this has been a highly educational show. I love it.
Exactly. We're here just to spread the knowledge.
And spread the frankincense all over our bodies.
But
all right.
yeah, I would say when you do it, don't technically apply it directly to the skin. Even though I was patient, I just did it.
Well, what do you
I
do?
think it's supposed to need like a carrier oil, as in a coconut oil to put on
gotcha.
there, and then it just makes it not as harsh.
Usually you cut it with something.
little baking soda.
I hear what you're saying.
Baby laxative.
Baking soda's got a lot. I could just spread. I got all sorts of knowledge. Ish.
I didn't know he was so
Not quite.
anti-Western medicine.
Mr. Holistic over here.
Hey, I'll take the natural way.
Did you and Aaron Rodgers hang out last summer, perhaps?
Yeah, we actually sat in the dark room together.
The little ayahuasca.
That's cool.
How are your thoughts on peyote? I mean, is that?
I haven't done that.
Don't talk about it now.
Peyote.
Cactus leaves.
What were we talking about? Breakfast?
Well, it started off as breakfast. And
Basketball starts at 11:30.
Lunchtime. Man, you got a busy morning, dude. You got a whole routine there.
Any like mental? Do you read or anything?
No, I gotta take care of Davis.
Yeah, okay.
That's just focusing on keeping him alive.
Bryce, did you set an alarm to do a bracket during the break?
Well,
all right, I'm 1 for 1 on my guarantees.
Hold up.
I got another one coming.
He was too busy Googling essential oils.
No, we were. He asked the question, the baseball thing about the video, and I got what the question was. We're fine.
Huh? Bracket.
He that whole athlete versus athlete question. There was a video that popped the question in his head.
Okay.
And he showed me the video during the break. You walked outside.
I don't care. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Well, that's different what everybody else was talking about.
He was supposed to set a reminder during the break, and he didn't.
Reminder. So now,
because he was showing me the video.
He said,
I think Bryce is smart enough to do 2 things during the break.
I do too.
Well, thank you.
That coconut oil is really helping his mental clarity.
You might want to add another dose. You might want to double the dose. Brandon, you have a proclamation for the game today.
Oh, we'll win. I think it's going to be a 10 run. I think it's going to be a 10-run win.
Nice.
Not only does ECU score 10 runs, you think they win by 10?
Yes.
You said when you walked in, ECU scores 10 runs today.
Yes.
That was your.
What time's that game start to see if they
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock at Clark Leclerc?
No.
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, that's right. Y'all said it. My bad.
The road to Richmond.
Sorry. I knew that.
Right around supper time, I would say, Jarrett.
I'm more of a 4:30 game.
Yeah.
Go to Dixie Queen. I mean,
yeah, that's a good point.
The rest of the Blueheads. I swear.
Yeah, I got towed at daggum Dixie Queen, man.
You got what?
Towed. Them son of guns towed me to Interval. Their sign is about that big, and now we were closed to park there to go to Naughty Dog. Come out.
There was a big thing. Matter of fact, it was maybe last night. Winterville Town met about parking and this and that, and there's 2 or 3 businesses they might be forcing out of Winterville.
Dixie Queen will be great.
Whoa!
Wait a minute. That is a staple of.
I love how Brandon is like Mr. You're so in tune with Winterville.
No, it was on.
Yeah,
it was on the news.
Hey, is he coming around our block? What?
Hey, you worry about your damn self.
Wait, bro. Hey, Clip.
What's your zip code?
Where was my zip code when I grew up?
I guess 28590.
There we go.
All right.
But where do you live now? We want now.
I live in Aiden now.
What's that zip code?
So they towed you from the Dixie Queen, and Dixie Queen was closed?
They were closed, dude. And I was like, all right, let's park here. You know?
Where'd they tow you to?
Some
Darn Joe.
Some literally backwoods tow company.
I ain't never seen Bryce real mad, but were you mad?
I was definitely mad. And then the guys,
I wish I'd have seen that.
said, I just got the truck, and I was like, come and said, well, we need your registration. I said, well, I just got the truck, or something like that. Dude, it was like $200 and some.
That's a racket.
I was highly upset. So I'm not in favor of Dixie Queen right now.
Hannah's going to pop on this, but I got towed like 4 times my last semester at ECU because I didn't renew my parking. I was like, I got this.
Yeah.
We're golden. So I had my cousin worked at the Old Mike's Deli, and the owner was like, yes, you can park here. Just give me like $20 a week, and I was golden. I'll do that. So I was parking at Mike's.
Fairly high. That's pretty dang steep, ain't it? $20 a week for a whole semester.
Brandon was getting a lot of NIL money back then.
Yeah.
I was also getting like a sub a day, too. I was walking across the street.
$20?
Yes. I was getting the Godfather.
Oh, that's got to be some type of Italian.
Oh, you talking about Mike's Deli?
Yeah, downtown. So I was right across the street from all my classes.
So you had a deal with him where you paid for parking and a sub a day?
A week.
Oh,
$120 a week?
No, a week. $20 a week.
He said a day.
No, I said a week.
He did. So basically,
Surely you can play that back.
You're paying for the sub and parking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was golden.
What day did you get your sub on? I'm curious. Did you? And if you didn't get it for that week, could you build up and like 1 week you get 3 subs?
Right.
I didn't ask. It was more like, you must eat here 1 week.
I'm very interested in this sub thing.
Was there a captain's hat involved in this?
No, but it was the Godfather. That thing was huge.
I used to like that
nasty.
place back in the day.
And
you're talking about right across from this old side tech building?
Yeah, yes, because that was a new building when I was coming. That was like first couple of years old right there.
Dang. First couple of years old.
Yeah.
Eric says, if I recall correctly, Naughty Dog has a sign inside that says something to the effect of, do not park at Dixie Queen, they will tow.
They did that once there was on this like rampage of towing at Dixie Queen. So I
didn't
go inside yet.
He said your vision may have been affected from too many teaspoons of coconut oil.
I didn't go in there yet. Literally, and the sign was like this big, dark on the telephone.
It should be on the outside, yeah. Because once you've already parked, you're like, well, I'm not going to move now.
Yeah, I mean, there was like this whole thing where they warned you now because they did not let you know that, hey, don't park. Like, there was no in-your-face sign, don't park there.
Mike P. is not part of the family like Brandon Manning. He said he parked at Mike's Deli, got a pack of smokes, a soda, ran to class, got a syllabus, came back, 5 minutes tops. Car was gone.
Oh, yeah.
God, really?
Oh, yeah. He made me park in the back, too. So it was kind of cool. But
how did you?
My cousin worked there for like years.
He had an inside. It was an inside job.
And
what's that called when your family member gives you something?
Nepotism.
Nepotism. Was that? That'd be nepotism, right?
I spell it, Bryce.
Give me a.
But it got to. I literally would call Hannah. I'd get out of class and go walk to my car, and there would be. Because I love to park at
this dang intern Olympics.
Where the right auditorium was. That was my favorite place. And I would go to get to my car and it wouldn't be there, and then I'd be like, Hannah.
That's got to be it. Nepotism.
Oh, is it a O or an A?
I don't know. Oh, what was the country of origin?
Could you use it in a sentence?
It's grease.
Yeah, it's an O.
He put an A?
He put an A.
Nepotism.
Nepo.
I like how you talk about him like he's not here. That guy put an A? That idiot?
I was talking to you. So it needs the spelling bee bell. Ding.
Ding. Why are we wearing like what?
They're from California. They do crazy stuff out there.
Southern? Yeah. Not Southern.
They're playing in the ACC tournament in Charlotte.
That makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I do not like that.
I know.
We've already gone through this, but I do not like this whole conference realignment mess.
It's garbage.
Making no sense.
Yep. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. Mike P has a question. We'll get to that. And have more for you, Pirate Radio Live. Who knows what else we may discuss when we return.
Never know.
Back with you after this.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live, and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2025 is loaded with freebies. Head into St. Patrick's Day with Smith & Wesson's Seeing Green rebate. Buy any optic pistol, get a Viridian RFX 15 green dot reflex sight for free, or aim towards the gold with Springfield Armory. Buy any Hellcat, Hellcat Pro, or Echelon. Get 3 extra mags, a range bag, and a red dot optic, all for free. Grab your lucky finds online or in store at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
If you think football never ends, then you belong with us. Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved? If the home you want to purchase comes for sale today, Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. And chronic joint pain hovers, and you never know when it's going to rear its ugly head, and that goes for David Garrard too. This is why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief, treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today, 252-765-PAIN. That's 252-765-PAIN. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Everybody looked really old.
Yeah.
20-year-olds looked like they were 52.
You ain't kidding.
Back in the day. Chad is confused. He said, so Brandon was paying $20 a week to park, still got towed?
No.
That was separate.
No, that was separate. So when I did not park there,
right.
I was like, oh, I'm over here. I had a couple of music classes that last semester because that was all I needed to graduate, and it was over there, I guess, where you see the robot guy across the history of jazz. Couldn't got through that without Hannah.
Nah, I had that.
I couldn't go to the concerts, man. I was busy in spring concerts. I was busy during the spring, and
during the spring.
I mean, it's baseball season and turkey hunting, and but it was okay. And Hannah helped me out about 2 or 3. I'm guessing it was 4 times that last semester I got to.
All right, we can move on.
Yep. Outdoors.
This is a baseball story and a story Bryce will enjoy. MLB's new overlap hats are going viral for the wrong reason. So these are the ugliest hats. It's got the team name and then the logo over them.
Ass hats.
They have actually taken one off the rack. Oh, that was a good pun. Unintentional. Because the Texas one says TETAS.
I will find that hat and I will buy it for you.
Which is a slang term in Spanish for breasts. For a woman's breasticles.
Tetas.
Yeah. And
that's hilarious.
If you can find one of those, it might be worth something because they have taken them off the shelves because they are vulgar.
Who is in charge of this?
I don't know, man. And as a hat guy, like it really offends me that somebody would think these would be worth buying.
That's like
the commissioner will approve that, but not approve to, hey, Pete Rose just died. Can we get him in the Hall of Fame now?
It's a good point.
It's a great
Trump.
point,
I really think Trump's going to do that. What, did that come out in the news this week?
Pete Rose?
Yeah, something last week.
Last week. God.
I really hope so because that's the one thing I wanted the candidates to talk about the most last November.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Where do you stand on Pete Rose?
I think
the hit king.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go outdoors with Bryce Williams. Well, nope, we're wrapping up the show. See y'all next time.
Well, cut me
on Pirate.
Cut me loose.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, that's what happens when you take your glasses off and you can't see.
Somebody needs a little coconut oil.
Some carrots.
There she is.
Some carrots. Carrots are good for sight. What's good for hearing?
That's a good question. I don't really know.
Yeah, Brandon got your laugh today.
Oh, man.
Let's see. What food is good? There is something. What food
Broccoli?
is good? No, that's good for farting.
No, I thought those beans.
Carrots.
Leafy greens.
Carrots are good for your eyesight.
Yeah,
Fish.
carrots are good for your eyesight. Oh,
He said
We
hearing.
were talking about hearing.
She couldn't hear you.
Dark
Yeah.
chocolate.
Dang.
Broccoli.
Broccoli's in there.
I love broccoli.
Boner.
Yeah.
Cantaloupe.
I'm all over that.
What's good for that?
What foods are good
Oysters.
for smelling? Let's see what
It's good for wanting to do that. Oysters are.
Citrus fruits are good for smelling. Green tea, rosemary. Okay.
Myrrh.
Tell you, hey, food is medicine. Food is medicine.
Hashtag food is medicine. Stroud's Marine, your sponsor of Pirate Radio Outdoors. They got you covered. StroudsMarine.com, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Bryce Williams, a very happy customer there. Getting the boat ready at Stroud's Marine.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Bryce, we got a question from the audience today.
I think it was, you said it was from Mike.
Mike P. said, when does he think the Spanish mackerel will be at the coast? I'd be mostly fishing from surf or pier
70 degrees.
from a boat a couple of days.
Probably so.
He said, I'm thinking at the end of the month.
Yeah, typically probably. They normally show up, I think, around when the bonita come through, which is like, it could be April, probably next month, May, that, later spring. So
Watch your water temps, Mike.
yeah, water temps. So
What do you do? Put like a meat thermometer in the water?
No.
you can just Google it.
Oh,
Yeah.
They have apps for that now. You know.
But yeah, typically the springtime, April, May's are nice. But but through the summer, Spanish mackerel.
To catch them on the beach though, it would probably need to be later on in the year
Yeah,
because it needs to be
probably so.
warming on up. So
Yeah. So casting jigs to them and things like that.
maybe get right there at the inlet on the rocks, casting out there with a casting spoon would help you
If
out.
you
there,
can
Mike.
launch them, as you've seen, Spanish start busting the water, the surface stuff, so you can chuck it out there to them far enough. If you're on the beach or just, the pier and stuff, you can go that. But yeah, so probably in the next month throughout what till August.
Yeah, and then then the bigger ones come in with the snake kings and whatnot, and you're in October fishing for them. So,
what y'all been up to this week regarding the outdoors?
Well, I've actually been in the more leisure this weekend. I did something I ain't done like over a year, and that is play some golf. So I was out there. We did a golf tournament in Farmville, and you would have thought I'd never hit a golf ball in my life the first few holes, but once kind of got readjusted and realigned to the ball, started striking it fairly well. Not that I'm some good golfer, but now I can finally got back 2 minutes advanced the ball. So I golfed Friday and I golfed Saturday. So just enjoying the warm weather.
There's got to be a rich guy somewhere that's got like a golf course and where you can hunt on. Like you take your golf bag and there's a rifle in your bag.
what's the Boo
Weekly?
Boo, I bet he's got it. I mean, he's sponsored by Mossy Oak.
It seems like a good
bag is full of Mossy Oak.
That is cool.
Because outside of the fairway and everything, it's all trees and stuff.
Alabama is pretty, because Alabama has that crazy deer season. I think they do the Robert Trent Jones Golf Tour. There's several golf courses down there, what they call their Black Belt region and stuff, and then they have a good deer hunting in Alabama through the end of January and February.
Yeah, and the golf courses are definitely a good spot to shoot several deer and your big bucks, because that's where they're comfortable, and it's good.
Good fox squirrel sightings.
A lot of people wonder how I know all the dumb stuff I know. Like, how do you know UC Irvine or the Anteaters? I don't know. I just know stuff like that. But how do you know all this stuff, Brandon?
Yeah.
About what?
The Black Belt region and
what is that?
You were just saying a bunch of stuff, and I was like, how does he?
So
know
you
this?
know how we have the Peanut Belt region?
No, I don't know.
Okay, do you know Bertie County peanuts?
Well,
let's say I do.
All right, so you got your Martin County, Bertie County, Halifax County, Northampton County. That's called the Peanut Belt, North Carolina.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They have
how
the.
did you know that? That's what,
How do you not? Because your dad was a farmer. You should know these things. My
dad has never come home and said,
how about them peanuts from Bertie?
Son.
Who has never eaten Bertie County peanuts?
Is anybody from the Peanut Belt lately? No, never came up over dinner.
So the soil in that little region.
I don't care about that. How do you know that's what who told you?
In Alabama? Or here?
First of all, who told you about the peanut region? Where did you first hear of this?
Our history books in 8th grade in North Carolina history.
You think
Cheryl Moore.
Okay.
I mean, we talked about it. I mean, North Carolina geography and everything. That was.
What are the other belts?
I just know the one in Alabama.
Black Belt?
And then you have the Bible Belt, obviously. I mean,
I know that one.
There's
What's
the Rust
the Black
Belt.
Belt mean? What kind of crop is that?
It's just like the peanut belt here. That's what I was going to explain with that. The Black Belt region in Alabama is where there's a hardy soil that makes for bigger deer and bigger wildlife in that state of Alabama.
I never knew that.
The peanut belt refers to the region of the southeastern United States. So this is including a bunch of states.
Yeah.
In
The peanut
but
belt.
we have our own
Yeah.
region.
Yeah.
Our own
We got our own thing. Coastal Plains region. All right.
Oh,
Bertie, Martin,
Can he name it?
Edgecombe,
Yeah.
Pitt, Halifax.
yeah. So we're in the peanut belt.
Yeah.
County.
I would actually
Kinda
say
like-
it's.
We didn't get invited to the party, but we just kind of showed
right
up.
here because we. Oh, never mind. We are. Okay, I thought we were.
I would say it's actually better because it's where the soils are suitable for growing the best peanut crop, and that would be those counties. And I would venture to say it's actually north of the Tar River.
There's a peanut belt research station in Bertie County.
You think Brandon knows how many acres that peanut belt research station is?
Probably so, because I should know too, since my dad farmed tobacco.
128.
No, 300,000.
Oh gosh,
372.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
he
it's
doesn't know it all. I guess.
I guess they didn't teach you that one, Brandon. Maybe you got towed that day. We're looking for your truck.
If I would have thrown up 372,
I would have.
It's like
ended the show.
It's over. It's over. It was Stephen A. Smith, or no, Kenny the Jet.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good stuff. Pirate Radio Outdoors, brought to you by Stroud's Marine. Great edition today. We'll take our final time out, come back, and wrap it up after this.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep is kicking off Ram Truck Month with savings up to $15,000 on the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. You can also choose to save up to $11,000 off MSRP and get 3.9% APR for 72 months on a new 2025 Ram 1500. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has a ton of trucks, but they also have America's most awarded SUV, the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And right now, you'll save up to $9,000 off MSRP or lease a new Grand Cherokee for only $389 per month. Hit the beach this spring with a new Jeep Wrangler and save up to 15% off MSRP. There has never been a better time to get the SUV you've been waiting for. New Ram trucks, new Jeeps, huge incentives for the month of March.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Jeep lease is 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Pirate Radio.
An actual pirate?
Obviously. Duh. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was another rough day for the stock market. The Dow was down 478 points and closed at 41,433. NASDAQ was down 32 at 17,436. And the S&P was down 42 points and finished the day at 5,572. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right. Wrapping it up here on a Tuesday.
You don't remember that name?
Bryce, you don't know Peja Stojakovic?
No.
Well, get the hell out of here because the show's over. So we got to go. All right, Bryce. Looking forward to seeing your bracket next Tuesday. Filled out and ready to go.
It is on the reminder, and what's on my reminder gets did.
Thank you for joining us today, Brandon. Fun show.
Yeah, always.
Go Pirates.
Yes.
Brandon Manning's appearances, courtesy of Farm Bureau. Give him a call. Trusted agent. What do you... What's your pitch, Brandon, for people that need insurance right now?
Please review it. With me, with somebody, with anybody, review your coverages. Everything is changing in insurance every day, just about. Please go talk to your agent. Know what's covered, know how it's covered, know how much it's covered for. That way there's no problems when there's let's say a Los Angeles fire here, for instance. Please do it.
531-1812. You can call Brandon Manning, and he can help you out with that. All right, well, see you fine folks Wednesday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live for Shirley Rhodes, The Bone, Bryce, and BMann. I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio.